I'd like to call this budget workshop to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You are. Roll call, please.
Trustee Polly,
Excused.
trustee Lappin,
Here.
clerk Plavich here, treasurer Ellery Summers,
Here.
trustee Kroll,
Here.
trustee Reiner,
Here.
supervisor Kujabaski.
Here. A motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of adopting the agenda as presented, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Was the same. Motion carried. This is the first opportunity for public comment. Is this, are we on Zoom?
Yeah, that's resumed, that's for that channel. There's no one.
Okay, like I can't see that.
You think we should have her move that close?
Whatever works, you guys. If there's anybody in person with public comment, please approach the podium. Seeing none, first opportunity for public comment is now closed. Do you want to move closer?
Can you guys see it?
Move it, but you tell me where you need.
Can you guys see it? No, really.
Well, while she was doing that, when I was listening in on the township meeting last week or whenever it was,
Thank
I
you.
could hardly hear people. So kind of pull your mics a little closer because I just. couldn't
Yes,
hear
I
anybody.
totally agree with you. Did you hear him?
And don't do any of this, guys. Y'all like to do this. No leaning back.
You didn't pull yours
Give me a
closer
break.
when he just said that.
I talk clearly. I could hear myself, but I gotta re-listen to.
Oh, I can hear you too.
Okay, moving on to the purpose of the meeting. This is our first budget workshop for 26-27 fiscal year. We're gonna start with the public safety budget,
We're starting where?
public safety. It's
Page
gonna be
eight.
your-
Page 8.
I don't have it printed in front of me, so I can't tell you the page, but it starts with the
Page 8 of
205.
16, we're doing public safety first.
We start with revenue first?
Well, we usually start with revenue. first.
Huh?
We usually start with revenue.
I think that would make sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Chief, if you wanna go to the podium.
Do you need a bigger table?
So for fiscal year 26-27, I've submitted a budget for $1,052,008. And I know the numbers that came in yesterday, I believe that you sent treasurer came out to about 643,000 in some that you've already collected. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yes.
From,
The number I had emailed, right,
Yes.
that we've collected as of December 1st.
correct.
It
So is
would-
the proposed budget what you got from the chief?
The proposed budget, sorry. I missed. The proposed budget is what I received. The recommended budget are the numbers that I moved over, knowing that those are true numbers. Do you have a different?
What was your budget number?
Mine's 1,215,000.
This is what I have also. 1,000,000.
Page 9 has got what I did submitted.
215.
Page 9 shows 1,215,000.
Yours was printed at 2:33 PM.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Well,
yeah, I printed it.
But my sheet, no, not the right one.
No, it says
No.
1,250.
okay.
This column right here is the chief.
I thought the chief
proposed.
said that he proposed 1.5 million.
No.
Oh, okay.
1,052,000,
Oh.
not 520,000.
Okay.
So from what was on here from the 25-26, was the 1,023,856. So it basically just increased it by about $30.
I'm not sure where those numbers
I
are
don't see
coming
that.
from.
We have a
I'm
different
not
number.
seeing those numbers.
Yeah, our numbers are on right here. And this is our budget from last year.
950.
Does yours say up in the upper left corner, it was printed at 2:33 PM?
I think you're looking at the wrong column. I think you need to be looking at
33
this
PM?
column.
What page are you looking
I'm looking at page 8
at?
for
This is
revenue.
955 for one.
You're looking,
numbers?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't right.
why?
Wait, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
this
those are
is-
right.
Those are right.
Okay.
Okay. We're looking at. the
I
same
can't
thing.
find your number though that you're talking about.
Oh, it must be the.
Well, why don't we
On the
go,
next page,
Are we gonna do revenues then go through?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
let's just-
revenue
yeah.
first.
why don't we we'll find out where the difference is
Yeah.
as we
Okay.
go down the revenue.
okay.
This
that's
is
fine.
gonna change.
Okay, so just to clarify, we're looking at the column
You're
2026,
looking at the revenues,
27
right?
revenue. So it'd be the 205 and then the GLs that are 000.
Okay, gotcha.
And Abby, you said the proposed is from the chief and the
Yeah.
recommended is from you?
The recommended are just ones that I moved over that are
We have
like,
under recommended the Maple Ridge, but you sent them the letter.
yeah, I did. So we
terminating,
can, yeah, I can take this out of here.
So we can take that out.
Let's start at the top. Then.
Okay.
Okay. So the fire millage number is self-explanatory. I took that off the L 4029 at the millage rate of 1.4953 times the number that we received.
So we
from-
can't change that.
No,
Right.
Then the 39,000 is from,
From the county?
from the
The county.
county.
The county allocated, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
We are on the 26, 27 recommended budget,
No, proposed.
proposed budget.
We're going
So
for the
we've got the
proposed.
revenue of 648,909, right?
Yes,
yeah,
Okay. Just want to make sure I was on the right line.
that's okay.
So if
We'll-
we count
we'll
the
get there.
5,000 from Maple Ridge and.
That's counted in the total of the proposed budget, yes.
But we want to take it out.
Yes,
right?
and I took it out. So if
Yeah.
you look at the
Okay,
screen,
that's
it's
for
the
the
line that I'm
next
on. I
Well,
did
it's
take it
for
out.
Going
it's
forward.
going forward, and we sent them the letter of termination.
So the 5,000 that we just billed them was for last
The
year.
previous, yeah.
We billed them 3,500 for the previous
Right.
year. They've
And
signed
then-
that contract and returned it. So we'll get paid for that.
We
This
did-
would
already
be for,
did.
okay, this would be for going forward,
Right.
For next year.
correct?
But we don't have a contract with them for next
I
year.
know that.
Yeah.
So I take that
So
5,000.
the recommend.
So that will be out, that 3,500 would be out.
Correct,
Right.
and I removed it up here. So I'm working now in the recommended column.
Mhm.
and I'll be putting changes that we discuss right now into that column.
I presume we are anticipating a response from them to continue services.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Time will tell, I suppose.
Where do we get 61,000 from Thunder Bay Junior High?
That's the money the general fund contributes for paying for the liaison officer.
Okay.
So that's more of an in and out
So
in
we
public safety.
contribute 260.
So,
Go ahead.
Chief, did you have any grants that you know are nailed down for this next fiscal yet or not?
No, the one from last year was the match grant through the DNR. So that is kind of, the match is just basically a floating. Because we use that continuously for that same grant. Year after year, so we kind of don't count that because it's part of that match.
Okay.
But there is no other grant that is a monetary number that we're anticipating at this time. And we're hoping,
There's things out there, but.
but
nothing
we can't
confirmed.
guarantee it.
We left the Thunder Bay liaison officer contribution at 61, and I know that in July, the sheriff will reevaluate the costs for that position and we will get,
Get lowered.
yeah, I doubt it. We will get a higher invoice.
what is the cost recovery? What's that based upon?
So cost recovery is what we bill for, this year it was for structure fires. So the cost recovery for our efforts at those, like, for certain amounts of water, for personnel, it's charged to the insurance company and not the property owner.
Have you had success in
Collected?
recovery?
We collected $3,000 from that this year.
That's in the amended of 2025-26, $3,225.
What about, if this room gets rented, should we anticipate something for that?
Well, we haven't,
That hasn't
That's
been
not
discussed
discussed.
completely
Yeah.
yet, but we are
There's a potential.
for
it, yeah.
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, just, I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
That would
So
just
the
be put in as a
anticipation of,
contribution.
of,
According.
extended continuous, what's the word I'm looking for? Cost recovery is unknown
Sure.
because of the calls.
Of
We're gonna
course.
start looking at, because the ordinance does say for vehicle accidents, if they don't live in the township, we can start looking at those types of things too.
I mean, there should be something listed for, interest earned in the investment that's not on here.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. We must have something.
Yeah,
Do you want to wait and pull that number?
yeah, I'll get
Well, if-
something kind of close, or we can use.
Are they in the
I mean,
same investment pool? I know that they'd be.
The
We've been spending
investment
it down.
I realize that they would be separate accounts, but it's the same.
for public safety, I mean, it's been between 17 and 18,000, so, I mean,
Yeah, so there's obviously something
I
missing
mean,
there.
we could even do 17,000 since the interest rates aren't really the greatest right now.
Right.
Have
So,
we removed any monies out of that?
We
Not-
we move money all the time back and
not,
forth.
but not out of public safety. We did deposit 1.5 million. Is that what you're asking, into HPC?
No,
No, we
I'm
do pull money out of-
specifically The public safety.
Oh, yeah, we do pull money in and out all the time. Add to it, take it out.
Like right now, it's at its highest because it's the end of tax collection, so there's close to 700,000 in there. And as we need it through the year, we have to move it into the checking, but we
Right.
keep it there as long as we can to.
It seems to me that
maximize
We should
the
put
earnings.
we should put a number there, probably maybe a little bit lower, that way,
I'm
Yeah.
thinking 15 or 16,000.
yeah.
And 665?
669,
669. Do you want the 17,000 at the 665
15.
though?
15,000. And then the interest, maybe go to 5,000.
Hold on. Okay.
That's above that,
Just,
that's the.
right, the
665.
665.
665, you want 5,000?
Does that mean that there are two separate
That's when you want
accounts for that?
Right, there's the
Okay.
main account, which is
Checking.
the checking account, and then there's the investment account.
Does the checking
So we-
account receive it? Must be a pretty low interest rate.
It is.
It is, but we keep the minimum amount in that account and move the rest of it into the investment. And then when we need money in the
Okay.
checking account, then we move it back.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
So Michelle, do we need a number increase for the liaison officer?
I think we don't know exactly what it's gonna be.
Well,
but
it's
We know that the
it's
health
a 2.5%
insurance-
wage increase this year. And then we'll be going into negotiations, so come January of next year, there'll probably be another increase based on that. But you can at least count 2.5%.
Yeah, so that needs to go up by 2.5%.
So are we obligated to pay a third of whatever, or
It's a
a half
half.
of whatever?
I'd put it.
We have to provide some law enforcement
2,000
as a
dollars.
charter township, and this is what we provide.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but-
let me restate that. So if they had a bunch of extra perks thrown into their program,
We
We
look
are
for the
obligated to
benefits
pay
too. It's part of the,
we don't have a cap then. We can't say, we're not gonna pay for your travel time, we're not gonna pay for your raises, we're not gonna pay for that stuff. Really? Okay.
this serves our obligation for law enforcement.
Okay.
I would like to have more.
Okay.
So Abby is the 62,525, the 2.5%.
Yeah. Are we to this line though? We just skipped a whole bunch of stuff, so we're going here?
Well, we don't know, like insurance claims, if we're gonna get any money. We
I'm
don't
just
know.
asking, verifying that we're good with all of this stuff, and then we skipped over the general fund contribution. We're gonna come back to this one?
Well, it's hard to know what the general fund contribution should be until we go through the expenses.
Okay,
You selling any
So-
this year?
for this,
Selling,
Selling any old equipment?
potentially, but nothing that would be significant. It would be a buyback on extrication equipment.
so for,
What, hold on.
Yep.
What was the, I know I ask this every year and I apologize that I can't seem to get it stuck in my brain. But the liaison officer contribution, that's an expense, not a revenue.
It comes
Gen-
from the
Thank-
general fund.
Yeah, so this is just balancing.
This
it
is
out.
the revenue part of it.
All right.
And then it's also in the expense part and they should match.
Mhm.
All right,
It's
so,
simply an in and out.
okay,
All right.
so if we're jumping to here though,
63.
what'd you say?
I added 2,000 to it because it's 1,500 on the 2.5%.
I'm with you, Russ. I'd go
What?
63.
63,
Cause I think all the fringe and benefits and all that go with it too.
I wonder also, Abby, if you can't, I wonder if we can put that in red,
uh,
just to note the changes or no?
what do you mean?
Put the, instead of putting it in blue, can we change the color to a red or?
I don't know, but I have a note in here, if you guys will let me get to it. So we should be getting $17,332 from the public safety revenue sharing from the state, which should be paid to us sometime between April and May.
So you need to put that in as revenue somewhere.
Right.
Would that be a grant?
So this is, it would be revenue sharing, but there's not a line for that specifically.
State grants other?
What about state grants?
I don't know. I'm asking you guys because I'm not
Well, if
sure.
it's revenue sharing, it wouldn't be a grant.
There's a separate line for revenue
Yeah.
sharing.
We'd
right?
have to add a GL to it.
We'd have to add a GL, yeah.
Okay.
17,000 what?
$17,332 was the last, most updated
Okay.
number
we'll-
that I have.
So add GL for revenue share. Okay. And
So are you saying lower the,
I'm saying, I don't know
Liaison co-
because I don't think we've ever gotten this money before and I don't want to bank on it if I'm not positive we're getting it. Unless I don't know something that you guys have experienced before. We've never
This
gotten
is new
this.
to me.
This is new.
Right,
It's
okay,
new.
So-
I think the governor just introduced that.
okay. So I wasn't sure how to put that in here, but that's why I put it in the notes like this and then.
It's your shit, goodbye gift.
Yeah. We're going away present.
Well, they reshuffled a lot of some of the budgets and
17,000
this was their way of
yeah,
putting
Just trying to
money
get
back
done
into
with
local
bid.
entities. So
we'd add a GL.
I think it's gonna stay there,
So
but
do you want me to, so I'll just leave that alone and we'll make that change with the new GL.
Did you budget yours in?
well,
Serious Brown?
they don't give it to us, they give it to the townships.
Was that right?
But it's supposed to be used for law enforcement in that community, so it's.
So are we gonna take
Yeah.
it off of
I
the
don't know.
63,000?
I don't know.
Okay.
So is that what you're saying we
I
should
would
do?
say, yeah, I would say we would take it off, well,
So we're not gonna contribute as much from the general fund.
I think, because if we get this money, it would.
That sounds a little sloppy to me.
46, yeah.
What's your
I
recommendation?
would recommend making a line item for.
Oh,
revenue.
yes.
No, that's what
Oh,
we're saying.
oh, I
So
thought
we're
you-
talking
oh, I'm
about,
sorry, I thought you
okay.
were.
is the
saying
general
should
fund
we
still
do
going to
6%?
contribute 63,000 or are we going to subtract the 1732 from
Okay.
that?
Misunderstood, sorry.
Well, that public safety revenue sharing has to be used for for the,
Then we have to take it out of what the contribution is.
okay. Calculator. What did I say, 332?
17,332.
Okay, so I'm gonna change this to 45,668.
45,663.
And then we'll put that 17,332 into a new revenue GL.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. Is that good for revenue?
Yeah.
So that changes our revenue stream through.
You read it, did yours,
Uh-huh. Oh, this
The
is-
green
yeah,
line is the box that is the one that
I
I
was
just
reading the wrong
changed.
one.
That gives you a reference on there.
Yeah, but it's, so 956,577.
But since you changed that, we still need to add in
Yeah,
the
so you'll need to
17.
add 17,332 to that 956,577.
I don't know what you just said, Abby.
I know.
She subtracted from the
I
63.
know what she did, but I don't know where she's saying to add.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
We need to add a
Yeah,
GL
so if
before
you
we
look-
can add that
right,
17,000.
so if
back
you
in.
look at this number, Steve, that's the number you were just talking about, right here.
Yeah,
And I'm saying this is gonna show 17,332
It needs
dollars.
17,000 added to it.
Right, but we don't have a GL for it, so I can't put it in there unless you want me to just put it in somewhere as a space
You
holder.
put it under state grant.
I'd say put it under state grant and then we'll just move it to the correct GL once we create that GL. So that our numbers are correct.
State grant, state grant.
Yeah.
17,332, okay? We're gonna do that now?
Yep.
And I'll reprint all this off for everybody. I can do it today before you guys leave. as well, so that we're,
973, 909, if I can add it right.
Yeah.
so then on the other side of the ledger, we need to put a similar number. Right? In the general fund.
668.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we do the general fund,
that 45,668, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
668.
Yeah, so when we get to that, just remind me, I'll probably forget. Okay,
so now we're on to expenses.
Okay. Now, this is where what I submitted was 1.215. So 1,215,160. Obviously, those numbers don't align, but we look at one of the significant issues is pay. Because of the increase for firefighter pay, we are already at 85,000, and this was back in January. So we still had multiple pay periods yet to go. So you can see that number for it will be 336,702 salary payable full-time office. From 480, it needs to be increased off of that. That should be about a right number. Because we're at about 450,000 right now.
Does this contemplate any new employees?
So the good thing about some of this is new employees won't be paid the same as some of the others that had left. So we actually could see that go down, but if we want to increase our staffing, we need to start building that back up.
That's my
Obviously,
question.
right?
So does this 480,000 anticipate anybody? So this number is conceivably way off.
Correct. I would need to be able to get more people, at least another 400,000.
but
And
this
that
number
would
is for
get
6
us-
full-time staff. This,
Six, this is not to get 6 full-time staff.
this number is for our
The current
staffing
six,
level of
yes.
6 full-time
Okay,
staff.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
To get 3 more staff would cost close to 400,000.
But that's with benefits and everything.
Correct.
Yeah.
3 more would be 400,000.
So just current.
That's with some padding to calculate anything and potentially also part-time personnel.
And does this include a raise for the full-time?
This includes raises that they were guaranteed in their contract.
And how much was that, do you know?
So this fiscal year and then into next is 15%. Next fiscal year will be a 4% increase.
15.
15, 4 and 4, or 15, 4 and 3 is what it was scheduled as.
So is this the 15? This includes 15%?
It basically including hopefully 19% really total from what it was from last year, because last year didn't include any type of increase.
And all of the corresponding social security, pensions, all those things have been adjusted to
Correct.
at the 480 level.
Correct. At the current level, the numbers were ran to make all of the increases accountable.
I figured 19% on 450 plus makes that a 535.5.
I'm being cautious. So you think, if you think about it, a full-time employee just coming in without overtime is costing with benefits, again, without overtime is about $83,000.
Which, but when they respond, off duty, that's.
And then
coming
when
out
they-
paid on call.
Correct, when
So
they
it's a-
respond off duty or when that includes overtime. So whenever they get that overtime, and that's calculated on the 106-hour pay period. So anything that is extended over that 106, when they hit their 120 on a couple of their pay periods, that doesn't include that. So that's why I was, you have to look at most likely about 100,000 per person as you bring them on. Just to be on the safe side, to give you some barrier, right? Because if we're at 82,000 without overtime, you can figure that there is going to be some overtime in that.
This is always overtime for PTO, so.
Correct. But if we were to get 3 more people, it would lower that, because then you would continue to have staffing of 1 per station. That third person would be a floater in essence, and then take whatever overtime that is open for when somebody on that same shift takes off or is sick or whatever else. So you wouldn't have to request somebody else in, so to speak.
So if you went to 9 people, that doesn't put 2 people on the stage.
It does not, but it starts that process, right? So if we could get 3 more people and then take a smaller step of saying, can we get part-time people in to start making that process as we move forward of gaining ground on being able to get more revenue in some way, shape or form, whether that be in a millage, an assessment or whatever it may be. That way we can start making those steps that way. It's going to take money now up front to do that though, because we don't have that capability. I think in our savings, we only have 750,000. If I'm correct, is that about right?
But that includes the money that's supposed to be, that you just
Day to
collected,
day. Yeah.
that,
No, I thought didn't we have another, like our,
Investment.
and well, you showed me the 2 accounts that were where you took 100,000 out and moved it into the other account,
Investment.
investment accounts. So isn't that like our,
the investment account isn't like completely. It's all the taxes you just collected too is in there.
I thought that
Well,
was
we haven't
separate.
Moved it all yet. I mean.
Right, but the majority of it
Right,
is money we're not supposed to touch till April.
the 600 and whatever I sent you.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought that was separate
No,
into
you'd have
like
to take
a,
it- You'd have to subtract. that.
subtract the 600,000 out of that. So we really,
So it's only really like 100,000 in the
Okay.
savings.
What was, when we had an election for millage last time, what was the vote?
It's like,
I think it was like, wasn't it like 100 votes or
I
something?
think it was
200 votes?
125 votes.
Yeah.
The people that are talking to me right now are saying we're crazy to go.
But what are we supposed to do? Maybe
Yeah.
if we don't do anything, we
Well,
have.
Abby's got an idea.
Well, we don't have a choice. We have to do something. So our
Whatever
choices are
it is.
either A, B, or shut down and drop to a paid on call department. And that I think is a major disservice, but ultimately at the end of the day, the voters have to make that
Well,
decision.
and it would be because it would have to bring it back to full-time when
Yeah.
actually our population.
Yeah,
Correct.
absolutely. And the surrounding community cannot absorb, they can't absorb the call volume. So,
No, I thought there was a contingency that was set that had,
Yeah, I think it's at 95,000.
Yeah, I mean, you've been spending it down. so-
I understand we've been spending it down, but I thought that the numbers that I was given were.
If
were
we
part
figured
of
by
that.
the end of this next year, it'd be gone
Sure.
based on the average.
I don't have that off the top of my head.
Okay. No, I know that what you had sent, so I was thinking that was the contingency,
Like
that,
off to this, yeah.
that it was off to the side, that we're not touching, that it just, that's
It's just
accumulating.
included.
So that's a good know now, that if there's only less than 100,000 in there, if an engine were to go down, we don't have the money to replace that. If it is a mechanical issue. Now, if it was involved in a wreck or something else, we could use insurance money to get potentially some of that recovered, but we don't have the money to replace that unit, not even close. Because now fire engines are costing close to, if not over $1 million, and taking 3 to 5 years to get.
But, what election are we planning on using? August or November?
Are you looking at me or Abby?
well, I think you should look.
I'm-
Are you talking about for the
Either.
millage? Are you talking about for millage? Well, it wouldn't be August,
It would,
right?
the intent
Yeah,
was
it should
the
be.
November.
Why wouldn't we do August?
I don't know, I'm asking. I
If we
thought
were
it was
gonna do a millage, it'd probably have to be in August.
And that's right around the corner.
Yeah, well, and Tim is working on the language for that already. We approved that, I think, 2 meetings ago. So he's working on it,
But if we choose some other option, it could be.
right?
So-
If you guys want to talk about that right now, we can talk about it.
Well, let's.
No,
I'm
Well,
fine with that.
I wanna know what.
I don't know. I don't think you can because it's not on the agenda.
We can, that's fine. We'll talk about it.
I mean, it may be peripherally, germane, but that's not the purpose of this workshop.
So all the numbers that correspond with benefits and all that is in line with the increase.
They should be, yes.
Okay,
I calculated them with the numbers that were given to me, so.
so then really we can go all the way down to uniforms and all those other categories should be where they should be.
Yes,
So the paid on call, I see that's has gone down, but that doesn't seem like that's what's happening.
so what happened was, that was if you look, there was a paid on call salary. So that was eliminated and put into the shift salary payable, I think is one of them,
Yeah, next one
Which,
down.
yeah, which is nothing in the.
which is nothing in that one, correct? Because that was to do the impact shifts. So that was eliminated.
Okay,
And all of that money now is into the paid on call, which put down as 50,000. We are currently at
57,000 some.
About 58,000.
uh,
But should, but that's already been amended and adjusted to 74.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, that's the activity.
So really.
So I was looking at, that should be, when it all pans out for that line item itself, it should be about 42,000.
Paid on call. So the 50,000 is a high number then.
So why do you think it's gonna go down if we're at 58 right now?
That included the impact shifts, because it all has moved over from,
No, because the impact shifts were 9,500. Isn't that the paid on call shift salary payable?
You have two line items, 57.9 and then 95.
Right, and just for the paid on call for their training and their 911 calls, we're at almost 58,000 right now. To me, the 50,000 looks short.
That's, I guess that's why I was
What are you
asking,
looking
that,
at?
because if
Mhm.
we're
Looking
still
at?
short
No, I
staffed.
have no
Well,
idea.
see the very
It
top,
really
the,
should be closer to.
the very
60
top,
or 70.
2025-26 activity through 3/31 of 26.
Hmm.
Go over a couple headers.
Okay.
And then look down on the fourth, the third number says 57,998, and the one below it says 9,556.
57, 9.
Chief, it seems to me that,
Looking at that
if we,
activity,
if we are still
where are you?
three people short, full-time people short,
This is
that
expensive, right?
paid on call is gonna have to help out. And so
Yeah,
therefore
this
that,
number,
that 50,000 to me seems like it's a
But that's
little
last
light.
This is where. we're
And I
at
think that's where that
right now.
is coming into as well, because
this
we
is-
have been using some of the paid on call for that $15 an hour rate for a little while. I think that's where that may have came from. That's why it's up that much.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now
really
that it's changed back over,
A shift, it comes out.
it
of
is
the-
now, but I don't think when we first started it was.
I think it always has.
Has it?
For,
Okay. Oh, maybe I was wrong.
shift.
So nonetheless, if we look at the upcoming budget,
Hmm.
that $50,000 that you have for paid on call, you seem to think that that is a reasonable number? I know it's hard to predict that.
Cause you don't know how many calls
Correct.
we're
But
gonna.
I mean, if you were to look into your crystal ball, does it seem like that is a reasonable number to work with? Or do you think it's a little light?
Now that you've mentioned that, I do think it would be a little light, but
I can
that
see
was my
easily-
estimate at that time from the
Yeah.
numbers that I saw.
Yeah,
So you think
I think that
60,000?
should be between 60 and 70, honestly,
I'm
probably
cash.
65.
702050. This one,
Yep, the 501.
just for reference to, on my computer screen where it shows activity, that's current because they just had to pay.
Right.
So your guys' numbers are actually off by a pay period now. Cause they
So
just
what
got
does
paid,
yours
right?
say? They're paid on call.
Yeah, this is the pay on call and currently
Yeah,
we're at
it's-
69.
And we have another payroll to do for this fiscal year, so I would definitely say we want to have that at 65,000.
And then 0 for the next line item down, right?
Yes.
That one, because that one went away.
so that means all of the social security, et cetera, is off now.
Right, that all needs to be adjusted.
And so I suppose that can be done behind the scenes unless you have the calculations already in there. Social security is what?
6.2%.
Do you want me to do that right now or do you want to review it tomorrow?
Well, if,
Just do it.
We can do it right now.
I just get it out of the way.
I'll do it.
Medicare is off.
Otherwise, we'll be guessing by the time we get. to the
Pension
end.
is probably.
Yeah, I do.
Pensions, what?
Pension is, there's two pensions on the fire
Yeah, so the
department?
full-time gets the same
Right.
pension that we do and then the paid on call gets the
Get
bright
that.
house.
Right, okay, so then the only
Check this,
effective
that might actually
change
help.
there would be Bright House.
So leave that at the 58.5?
Social Security is gonna be at
No, the 58, that'll be,
39.1.
that'll be up slightly. I don't know what
60.
the factor is. But it's only gonna be based upon 15,000.
So Social Security is 39,000.
Yeah,
39.
Social Security will be about 9,200.
You mean?
Medicare.
Medicare, I meant, I'm sorry,
How much?
9,200.
Well, Social
So
Security and
it should go
Medicare
up.
are in there?
It wouldn't go
No, we're
down.
adding them in.
Yeah.
He's doing the
unless
calculation.
I'm
right
doing the calculation right now.
Oh, I
Might
thought
have-
there were zeros.
Oh, okay, God, we
We're
found
adding
money.
them in.
$300.
9,200. And then the pension adjustment, it's only gonna be Bright House at 15,000 then.
So add about 250 to the pension adjustment.
58,750
Yeah,
Hold on, which line is that?
pension.
What were the other two numbers then?
Health insurance.
Health
wouldn't it
insurance
be?
was-
HSA.
39,100.
And then 9,200 for the next one after.
So pension, I mean, health insurance won't be off. I didn't think health insurance had that big of a.
9,200?
Yes.
12%.
Was it that much?
Well, you also have to take into consideration.
It's gonna
too,
go
that-
up in January
Right.
again for January,
that?
February and March. We don't know what that's increase
Health
is gonna
Okay,
be.
For some reason, I thought it was less than.
No, it was 12%.
Oh, I don't know
Wow.
either, but also take into consideration, is this health insurance based on all 6 members taking the insurance? Because you have to remember that previously Chris didn't take the fire department's insurance, I have it, so.
I did it as everybody was taking it because that was the numbers that we figured that
So,
you plan for everybody to take it. And then if they don't,
I'd rather see us guess high than.
Yep.
right.
Add 1,500 to workers' comp too, so that'll be 49.5.
For the HSA.
No, for the work comp. It's not.
I know, it's special. I'll get there.
49,500.
Yeah.
I don't have the numbers above it.
Michelle, do you have any idea what our experience mod is?
It just went up a little bit because we got so many claims. I'd have to look, Steve.
So it's over 1.
Yeah, slightly, just
Oh, well,
slightly.
okay,
Yeah.
well, good.
Well, I mean, I don't think we've had as many claims this year, so it could be going down.
So remember, it's on a 3-year cycle.
Cycle, right?
life insurance is the same.
Life insurance.
Dearborn is 2,000. Is that the same?
That's based upon the number of people, not the payroll, right?
Right,
And the
And-
HSA is
Is the
static.
HSA the same?
is 2,600 per family for up to 7 people, 1,300 for single.
So that won't impact anything
put,
because we don't do any
what'd you
any
put
HSA
the
for.
Health
you know,
insurance and.
Yeah, but I'm
HSA?
gonna increase
I think
that,
health insurance is.
I'm gonna increase the
Oh, you
HSA
got
contribution to
the line.
15,600.
Why?
Because it's 2,600 per person, if they have a family, so that's,
But some of them don't.
right, but shouldn't we be?
I think you should be putting everybody at the
everybody,
family
because if they
plan
were all
just to
taking
be,
the most, Don't you think?
15,000, huh?
15,600?
If someone's not married,
Yeah,
why would we budget an
Right.
extra 1,300 for them?
But how do we know? We have 2 spots open still?
Yeah, we don't know that.
So we don't know that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm saying let's plan for it to be
Just hire
the
some-
most.
so hold on.
Yeah.
That 15,600,
So you would
You're-
change it to 18
you're
too?
basing that upon, basing that upon 9 people or 6?
6 people,
Okay.
2,600,
It
right?
should be based on 7 because there's a chief in there too.
Oh, then hold on.
Can't forget
So
about him.
18,200, sorry,
So it should be 18 too.
18,200, got it.
So what do we have for,
So the health insurance is correct, at 72.
No. Wait,
what's the pension?
That is just a guess. We try to figure, because we don't know if you're
Yeah.
gonna have one person or if you have a family of 4 or 5. It's,
But that's based on everybody taking it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the
Yeah,
pension just
so
up
it's-
$200, 58,700?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The pension,
714030,
58,700.
where my cursor is.
Pension.
Yeah, it was just a small amount.
And
'cause
then
it's
the
just-
health insurance
We're leaving that.
at
72.
72.
Yeah,
HSA,
we increased that to 18 too.
I did
What
that,
that-
right? Yeah.
The HSA.
18 too? I thought 15,200.
She forgot the chief.
I forgot the chief in there.
Oh,
I was only doing it times 6.
18,200. Okay. And the Dearborn stays at 2,000.
Yeah,
you're born.
it's the life insurance.
722.
Okay.
All right, so
Workers' comp, you got it 49.5.
I think we're forgetting something in here. I think we need to give our chief a raise. I mean, everyone else is getting raises. He deserves a raise. I'll
I-
make a motion that we give the.
Can't
Can't make a
motion
motion
here.
on a
Oh,
workshop.
okay, well, anyway, anyway, I think we seriously need to consider giving him a raise as well.
I think we should budget a
What?
raise
Can
in
we,
there.
can we, we're so far in the red. Maybe we should think about these things after we go through everything, to see where we can.
That's
find
fine. I just want to,
$400,000.
in people's heads to be
No, I
thinking,
get it, but I
thinking
mean,
about it.
somewhere along the line, we have to be realistic.
No? We want to keep them around too.
Well, I understand that. That's, something has to break because we're
No more copies.
way underwater.
No more uniforms, just
No
rotation.
uniforms. No more copies.
Okay, so we're on to uniform line.
Yeah,
7,000 is a good number for you?
yeah, that's hopefully to make sure that new people get stuff and the current get replacements.
Copies, we could drop that $50.
Well, I don't, yeah, that's,
Yeah, I think 500's pretty good.
500's good.
Operational supplies only.
because a lot of that is, from the shared copier. And I know we don't use that much. I'd hate to just go into something real deep to say, yeah, maybe we only spend $100 on that, but realistically, let's keep money there, right?
Their operational supplies.
Is that like just papers and pencils? and
No,
kind of
that
stuff?
is more like speedy dry,
Bandages.
different things like that we actually need for fire operations. It's not paper or anything like that. That comes from office supplies.
Okay,
So that's a good number. We haven't hit that mark, looked like in several years.
Computer hardware.
Computer hardware increased because of what we just went through. We don't know what our hardware is gonna be able to do in the next year. Hopefully it will be the same. This is the actual laptops.
And remember, we all got new laptops.
We
They
got the
just
hand-me-downs.
Yeah, they inherited the hand-me-downs.
So we could look at potentially having to replace those if anything goes bad.
how many,
What's that?
how many do you have?
So got a laptop and each station has a desktop.
All right,
Yeah.
so
And we
$2,000.
also were talking about having a computer for the paid on calls to
Right.
check their email with.
Yeah, so.
One or
1,000.
one at each station for that.
That's
What?
probably-
One or one at each station.
One
for
at
that.
each station. I mean, they don't have to have be a
I check,
fancy.
I check my emails on my laptop. I
Your
just had-
personal
I-
laptop.
Yeah, I just had 2020, just
1010.
2020.
that's close.
All right, so $2,000 is good there. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Well, but wait a second, hold on. If you've got 3 laptops, $2,000 is not good enough.
No, he has 2 desktops and a
two
laptop.
desktops and a laptop.
Desktop gotta be $1,000.
But-
And again, we just got these, so anticipation, they should last us. So I'm hoping they will last at least another year and we can maybe replace them in a sequential order.
Okay,
So can the,
so $2,000 would buy
One or
a
two.
really good laptop.
Yeah.
Won't be loaded with a bunch of stuff. but,
Correct. And the things that we need on them, realistically, for if we add in a computer to the stations, it only needs to have the minimal services. in
Yeah.
it.
Plus, if you get rid of one, and if you've got software on that one, it can transfer to the new one. So, okay, fair enough.
so I just have a question. Isn't the workstation at each, why would you need an extra one?
For the
Can't,
paid on call.
but can't they use the one that's there?
Not
to log
being
in.
used by a full
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but do they use it that long that, I mean,
Yeah,
That would be
already-
something I'd have to look
it just seems
into.
like they should be able to
I
pop
think
in
we could
and.
get cheap laptops if they're just checking email on them. That, I mean, I paid $250 for my laptop and it works fine.
Yeah.
And again,
We
that's
don't have to
gonna,
get
I just
that's,
didn't think
that's
they
all
would
gonna
need
come out with
24/7,
a
right?
policy that's up
Check
for
their
review
email.
too,
So
so.
let me jump in and check my email.
But there's a problem with it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm making the comment.
Mhm. What are we on next?
Medical operational supplies.
$8,000. That's a good.
Obviously, that gets us all of our medical equipment that we need. I think that is a fair amount. Same.
Are you anticipating getting other supplies? Like for the current year, we're at $2,400.
Yes, we'll do another like kind of year-end sale. And hopefully get what is needed, right? Because we've been really cognizant of spending. So at the end of fiscal year, if possible, maybe we can get what we to back up the stock, so to speak.
So that's really what we're looking at here is this $8,000 is replenishing that because over the
Correct.
course of the last 3 years, you haven't spent that in the aggregate.
And
So-
typically that's a budget item that we can take out to put somewhere else
Yeah,
to cover because we don't have, we try to stay current with what we have. But we're gonna have AED batteries to replace. They're about $1,500 each.
Those that get replaced, what, every 5?
I believe so.
Do you know? Do those need to be replaced right now? Or do you like, do you know what?
I'd like to do that on a cycle, but there are at least two that are indicating not low battery yet, but they're at half their status.
So paid on call and full-time protective equipment is 18,000 total.
so a couple of years ago, we bought a whole bunch of stuff. Which is indicated on the budget here.
Yep.
Um,
For PPE, all the
Sure.
full-time firefighters at that time with that group all got one extra set paid for by the state of Michigan.
I recall.
Now we have our new hires that are gonna need a replacement and get one set. And one set is about $3,500.
And that doesn't include
That head to toe is usually about what we anticipate.
including the tank?
No,
Okay.
no, that's just the
Right.
PPE,
That's
not
what
the
I thought.
SCBA,
That's what I
no.
thought. Okay,
And the
So-
same with paid on call. We'll have some that are getting close to expiring or that don't fit properly. So we want to make sure that they get stuff that
and
fits.
we are seeing a resurgence of involvement by our paid on call.
No,
Okay, so.
but
the
the
numbers-
hope is I'm gonna do a hiring open house,
Okay,
most likely in April, because I have been contacted by many people that want to get on the department.
okay,
Our focus has been trying to get the full-time
Sure.
filled right now. And most of these people don't have training. So I need to get the numbers out there of who needs what kind of training. And if we get enough, we could do in-house training ourselves and not wait on the county to provide the class.
gotcha.
He had something to say and he said it.
What'd you say?
I said, you had something to say and you said it.
Did you keep your LDMS license current?
Yeah. So look for that.
The next one, professional and contractual services. That has been a significant issue of the numbers that are pulled out of there because I feel that not all of the money that we currently put into that should be used for those certain things. So I wanted to try to get a new GL for equipment maintenance because most of our equipment maintenance is coming out of that contractual. When I think contractual, I think of like our telemetrics through Ford. That is out of there. However, we have a air compressor that gets tested quarterly. It gets pulled out of there That I think should go into equipment maintenance because it also does maintenance at the same time that the sample is done. All of our hose testing, all of our ladder testing was pulled out of that. So I wanted to try to create a new GL that would split that. And I believe it was gonna be 13,000 and 7,000, where the 13,000 would be for equipment maintenance and then the contractual would be about 7.
I mean, that kind of makes sense to me that we would
Right.
break it
Yeah,
out.
all we have to do is add a new GL.
But that,
Okay.
but that
That's all right.
$12,000 would anticipate the total amount wherever the GLs fall. So in other words, if you want to add a new line item, this $20,000 for
Is split.
contractual might become 5,000 and the other one might become 15.
So, yeah,
Okay.
right.
He
Yep.
just said
He just-
13.
And I said 13 and 7.
I heard that, but I made up my own number.
Oh, yeah, we're worried.
If you
about
want to
you.
make that, we can make them.
Let's play the recording.
I don't want to toe the line all the time.
Eagle.
Legal,
It's
we had a contract negotiation for this past year, so that's why the numbers increased for this year.
And we had an employee complaint that was part of that too.
So are we leaving that at 20?
Yeah,
The anticipation is hopefully there isn't the need for legal as much.
Yeah, that'd be
This next
nice.
fiscal
We've,
year.
We certainly haven't hurt the legal community.
Sounds good.
The janitorial supplies, obviously, just with the cost of inflation, it stayed at $1,000. We're right at that point right now. So if we can get a little bit extra, that allows us to make sure the stations are clean.
So communications and equipment? You
Yep,
didn't-
communications equipments for radios, pagers.
That's something, because we didn't have any
No.
activity.
So, we didn't buy anything.
Oh,
I anticipated I would be spending probably about $900 out of that because I asked for 3 new mic tabs. So the extended off the radio so you can talk into a microphone. Still waiting on that. All of our radios are current. Pagers are good. We've got extra batteries. We've got some extra radios because people, as they've left, we collect their stuff, been able to rotate them through. I don't anticipate any needs for radios
So
This
1 to
is here.
5,000.
because in case we need to, the radios are not cheap. One radio will take probably most of that.
I thought that.
Plus, we can get, they don't provide, but they can help get us. Yes, and we do a match,
Yeah, so don't you do that every year?
not every year. Is that we were asked about it this past fiscal year. I declined. So potentially this next fiscal year, if it's offered again, if we can get in on that, this will help cover some of that.
A couple of years ago is when we got all the 800 megahertz.
I believe that is correct.
Isn't it?
Right. So I think
That
we have
was in effect there, I'm not sure.
16.
800 or something?
Does that mean- there's a lot of them, I recall. And those are all in use.
Oh,
All, yeah, so we've got a couple that aren't because they were just turned in by staff.
Well,
So
hopefully.
we try to make all the older radios. We replace them with as they come
Yeah.
on, right?
Hopefully that number is high.
You get a gas and oil,
And that's actually
300 and
would be a
11,000.
low because you see it was at 10,000.
Really?
Yes, like chainsaws, jaws of life. And then there's the other one they use for
vehicles.
vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I have to split those up?
Because one's for
One was
vehicles and
based-
one's for
I don't know
small
why we.
equipment. Is that why you have them separated?
I don't know why that was always done like that.
I think that was done because of rolling stock versus non-stock. That's what I think it was.
Well, we used to have a third because there used to be non-emergency
Yeah, and what,
gas.
is there such a
hell's
thing
that?
with the non-emergency? Is that-
When they were doing the non-emergency
They were
transfer.
cutting.
Oh,
No, it's
No,
still right
it was,
here.
they were doing non-emergency transfer.
They don't cut the grass.
You're in rare form today, Steve.
Thank you.
I had always done that with, because you had two separate cards. One was for diesel, one was for whatever.
Oh,
We eliminated that.
But if that's what I've been trying to do is the gas and oil, if it's the cans of mixed fuel that we use, that's where I put that.
yeah.
Transportation, travel, 5,000.
Yep, so transportation and travel, increase that to 11,000, I believe is what I had on there.
And that's oil and gas.
That's what,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what-
5,000 is your transportation too,
Just saying.
from 3 to 5. yeah.
861.
He needs a ruler.
You want a ruler?
Did everybody bring a ruler?
I have an extra one.
Yeah. Do you want a
Who needs
ruler,
it?
chief?
Pass it down to the chief.
I want the.
I had it on,
Oops, I'm sorry. That's just a little ruler.
No, because if you're logged in, are you logged into it?
not that,
Oh,
I
I
have
was
it
gonna
on my tablet or from what I submitted.
Okay. And again, this, what's on the screen is current as of right this second, like whatever, any payments or whatever were made, this is current,
We're in real time.
real time
Okay.
right here. Fancy.
That's why it didn't go all across. Okay, yeah. So increase from 3,000 to 5,000. So what happened was, last year, if there was a line item that stated in-house training, that was supposed to have been removed and split between travel and training. And that's why it went to an increase, and I wanted to increase it again this year for travel so we could actually send people to training. Because if we're not sending people to training, we're doing ourselves a disservice by not having the most up-to-date employees. And a lot of times travel will eat a majority of that up. That's why, like last year, I did quite a bit of that on my own, out of my own pocket, and so have others, to make sure that they were able to get to some training.
But if there's training available through a webinar, they do
If-
that.
Oh, yeah,
Just as
try to
they-
use whatever we can, but there are instances that you've got to leave here to get training.
So you're happy with the 5,000?
I'm good with 5,000. I mean, obviously, you want to look at, training should actually, we'll get to that line item, but training should be at least 10% of your budget.
Electricity looks okay.
Are we not there? I don't even know.
Oh,
where
wait.
we-
Yeah, electricity looks, oh,
Electricity,
Okay,
internet.
increase,
So you determine that, right, Michelle?
Garbage.
Whatever that
well,
number is. or-
electricity. We're gonna need a budget adjustment in this year because we have to do the shared expenses and all that yet.
Yeah, so
So-
a lot of those were not known because of what comes out of shared.
Yes,
And we already have the line, but what actually comes out?
I think we need to go higher on that.
What, the 3,000?
And internet too. We've already,
We're already over that.
yeah, we're already over that. For
So,
electricity.
so the 3,000 for the electricity is,
If you increase both of them by 500, is that enough?
No.
Weiner.
Well,
Um,
12% would be 3,360.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, it's 12% though.
yeah, I'm still thinking we have to do year end for the shared expenses. I would increase it to 4,000 and the internet I would increase. We're already at 37.
We're actually at 39. Again, you're not looking at the most
Oh.
current.
So go to 5,000.
Yeah. Because that's also include
For
the
internet?
IT, anything to 1010 for fixing.
2020.
2020, yeah.
Steve, you got that?
you got it.
Okay,
Gonna
so
go to 30,
increase.
30 pretty
So
soon.
who does the refuse?
Refuge.
It's no
CFL.
I know, I was just messing with you, see if you're paying attention.
I just read it as garbage. I didn't.
Has that increased? Obviously. Oh,
$10.
Yeah, again, I wasn't sure on that because if any of that comes out of the shared as well.
Whatever the name of that company is, they raise it about $10 a month.
Jeff,
GFL.
It does feel like they raise it every month.
just like the Spectrum bill.
So what are you thinking on that one?
500
70.
or
Mine
50.
at home is.
I'd say 500. I'm gonna have to check our shared expenses and we might have to make budget adjustments in this year too.
Landline. $11.
that's
that
a
right?
shared expense one that too, that right, that gets
Yeah.
split.
So we're not there yet.
So we're
So-
gonna look into that, I take it?
Yeah.
All right.
Cause that would be great to get rid of the landline. I think
Oh, no,
that's,
can't get rid of it. I think we need to increase it.
no, what I'm saying is I think, is that the telephone for Southside? Why can't that be on the same system as this?
Because our system won't.
We're not that high tech.
We're not that high tech.
Maybe we should be.
We are the cutting edge of low tech.
Right? Because that,
10 years.
granted, that's only $500, but that's $500 that the telemarketers don't need to be calling 5 times a day to that station.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's a part of me that wonders why we need a landline at all.
Right, could we just
That's
get a
what I'm
cell
saying.
for there and have that be the phone?
Or a VPN or something that you can,
Do you know the
We
cost
have
of
a lot of
VPN?
problems.
yeah.
Do you know what the cost of a VPN system is?
No, would you enlighten me, please?
It's more than this township can afford.
Okay, so.
Cause we're on the low end, remember?
I'm
of
wondering.
VPN on my cell phone, what's that? What do you mean?
Okay, what would you like me to increase that to?
I don't know. I
But
honestly, I
couldn't-
will have,
Can't we get another like free phone from AT&T or whoever supplies us phones? Ask for one more, get rid of the landline over there and just have the cell phone be the phone? At Southside?
Why do you, what is your reason, or what do you believe the reason to have a landline would be anyway? So,
We need to have a phone line
I
there.
agree that, I agree there.
I don't see that a landline needs to be there.
we could get,
It could be a ran through the phone cables. It can actually be like you're saying is a cell phone
A free one from
Okay.
AT&T.
a free one.
and transfer that number to that cell phone.
Top priority for number one priority.
I believe you could get a cell phone with the current landline telephone number. Of course, you're gonna continue to get scam calls.
Oh, yeah, well, but it'll come up on their scam.
Now, I've often wondered why there's a need for them. Especially nowadays.
Right.
So what do you mean to make it 1,000 for now?
Yeah,
I
This
don't know what we
one's a shared.
did with that.
that's a shared expense one.
So we took,
We're already at 2,892, so I'm gonna bump it up to 3,500 for now.
for the heat.
Well, at 2024 with shared expenses, it was 6,696. So
How about 70?
I think our budget where we have it at 7,000 for this year is probably pretty close.
Okay, so I moved it to 7,500,
7,500?
75.
Okay, all those were kind of what comes out of that shared expense, so.
I'm gonna do the water and.
Right,
sewer.
so
When was
that
the last time-
40,000 will probably come down.
When was the last time we calculated the shared expenses?
Well, we all remember last year or the year before, Steve, I set up a whole system where we do it by square footage that's used.
Okay,
And then it's a percentage of all the square footage.
and then did the CPAs,
And then the
that-
board voted on it and approved it and the CPAs are stamped their approval on it. So every year it's actual. Before it was just a flat rate we did
For
for
years.
year and year. And now we do it based on, it actually helped the fire department.
Yeah.
Went way down.
Good.
Water and
I'm
sewer.
glad to hear we're doing
Okay,
that.
so I increased water and sewer to 1,500 based on 23, 24, and 24, 25 usage.
23, 24, not on 25, 26.
Where are we at?
205-336-931-000.
Oh, maintenance. Okay.
Where are we
About
at?
sewer.
On,
Monies to hopefully do whatever we need to for building maintenance.
Hmm. Well, you had doors and
Well, no, now
We
that
still-
when you look at doors, that's hopefully we can. The doors that we got were more than that, so we have to look at that. We got them, they're in place, so as long as they stay working, we should be fine.
should be 15, 20 years.
I would hope so.
So
But this is
10,000
just minor routine maintenance around the station.
So 10,000's good.
Yes,
Some might be high.
I would love 6.5 million right there, but that would get us a new station.
In a better place.
Vehicle
The
maintenance?
next one, vehicle maintenance, obviously we had considerable. I'm trying to get everything back up in order where it needs to be. You know, in one bill, I think we had $32,000. So, but that took care of most all of the issues with that apparatus. So I'm hoping the 40,000 is enough to continue on with the maintenance that we are needed for all of our trucks.
Can we get car quest or whatever it's called? There's that thing they advertise on TV and pay a monthly fee and you don't have to pay when you get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Banking fees.
Banking fees, I guess that's just a flat probably anyways.
it's a good average between the two last years.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
thought
members.
those were going
Well,
down.
so this year we're already at 1,587.
In banking fees?
Yes.
Jeez.
I don't get that.
What did you say, Abby?
This year current, if you look
Right.
up at the screen, we're at 1,587.
But isn't HPC gonna change all that?
No, we're with Huntington, and the reason that our banking fees are the way they are is because we do make a lot of money in our investments. Cause I had already asked them about that, 6 months ago?
What does that have to do with banking fees?
And they kind of offset, the banking fees offset what we're making in the investments. Is what we were told,
That doesn't make sense.
because we're making.
Well, if
Too
we
much
would-
money, so they're taking money. away.
No.
Well, they
We
would
would
take,
take money in the investment accounts. And if we left more money in the regular checking, we would have less banking fees.
Oh, okay.
But the
so-
money we're making,
Oh,
putting in the
okay.
investment
I
account
gotcha.
is much more than we're saving on
Right.
the
No.
banking fees.
All right, so I almost have to wonder, it. Would that be true with a credit union? Do they still have those banking, a lot of the credit unions are waiving fees, but banks aren't for whatever reason. So if we start talking to HPC, I wonder if some of those.
We've already.
We've already started.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I wonder if we're gonna transition everything over, if those banking fees. Anyway, it's a relatively small number.
So we're already at
But
1,600.
it would be nice to have it be
18, 17.
zero.
I think transitioning everything over, Laura's not gonna wanna do it before she leaves in
No.
3 months, so that would be.
The next treasurer can decide that.
And
That's a big
No, I get it.
project. No,
Yeah, and
and
it-
that, and.
And
not-
it'll, I just wonder if those
Right.
we
little,
had a application.
I don't think we had an ad out yet.
Uh-oh.
so
We need to get the ad out.
1,800 then?
What is your? I
you
just-
put recommended under 15, how do you put it
I
down?
would do,
Hold on, I know,
I would
hold
do
on a second.
2,000 on there.
Because I accidentally clicked on this one, so.
And which one? With dues and memberships, you said two
No.
thousand?
No,
No,
thank you.
that one's 625, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, oh no, his is 650.
yes, 650, I'm sorry. Hold on.
So you increased banking fees to 2,000?
Oh, we did?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
User memberships.
So what is under dues and memberships?
The chiefs associations and
The Michigan Firefighters Association, the Chiefs Association, Thunder Bay Firefighters.
Are we seriously looking at MTA again?
I'd be on a different.
Yeah, the
Well,
general, but.
Would that be spread amongst all the departments if we do decide to do that?
So I looked back previously how it was done and the fire department was not included in that previously. However, I can say that the MTA does offer classes for fire department as well, but that would be however the board wants to do that.
So did we choose in the past not to include the fire department and MTA, or was it not a part of it before?
Probably just never build it.
I don't know, I just
we
looked
just
up-
never charged them because they never had the money.
But I'm just saying, now they say they're offering these classes and things through MTA specifically for fire departments. I'm just wondering, is this something new that they're offering? Or why?
Never looked into it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know. I
Chad
just looked
had-
off of the old, right, I just looked
Right.
off of the old invoice and saw how it was broken apart
Right,
before and the fire
right,
department was not included in
right.
that previously. Like the water department's not included either, I don't believe, because, and I don't know, I can't verify whether or not they have things, but I can tell you that when the MTA does their annual conference, F&B is there. They do presentations and stuff, so I don't know. I don't know.
They probably pay their own membership to them, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm saying, I don't know if there would be any benefit to the water department using. I don't know.
I guess I'm just saying, if we're thinking about rejoining, is this somewhere where we adjust?
Well, I'm not really sure how you guys had it before. Was it based on the people per office? Like I looked
How
at the
it was-
invoice, yeah, but I wasn't sure, like, the treasurer's office paid more.
I'd have to look at it.
Okay, I was
I
just
mean, I don't
wondering if
know
it
that
was
stuff
based
off
on
the
you had
top of
two
my head.
people in your office, you had two people in your office, like,
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Hi, Norm.
Hello, welcome. Be writing this down, 12/18. You need that?
For what? I'm not writing all this down.
No, his arrival
Oh,
for your minutes. I got you, 12/18, yeah. We could revisit that, Cash,
Okay.
but
So are we leaving that at 650 then right now?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
916, Norm. Oh, he probably wants a real one.
We're on data processing now?
Mm-hmm.
Software.
this is want a ruler, I'll get.
I have a purple one.
Buy what-
I have a purple one myself.
The chief has two, but Trustee Norm doesn't have any.
So they took your.
Oh, software
sorry.
you want?
Michelle just went
No.
to get another one.
Michelle.
What's that?
Here. take-
Michelle went to get another one.
Software you want to sign?
I'll bring the one that I brought.
Aw,
Oh, make that a zero. Nice guy.
Oh, there's a fee that comes with it.
What?
Software.
So that's a big number.
So, yeah, so if you look at it, 17,643 currently. I think what is it up on the screen?
17,668.
Okay, so.
But you got 13 is.
So 13 should cover all of our annual memberships with that software.
Okay.
Annual memberships?
Yeah.
Subscriptions.
Your subscription, I should say, not a membership.
and that's enough 13.
So in other words, it's just an ongoing expense because we
Correct.
have something.
Correct.
It's probably pretty low.
No problem.
We only have a certain amount
Yeah.
of software that's specific for us, so,
So we're going from,
You mean licenses?
yeah.
So if you add
We're set with what we have. We got to the number where I wanted it to be at and we're good.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Yeah,
isn't it?
snowplowing, we have another year like this.
So 24-25 was almost 14,000. This year we are already at 14,000. We have to do a budget adjustment already again for this.
March is going out like a lion.
You know what, Russ?
Unless you guys
Uh,
plan
no.
on shoveling all, we might want to increase.
No
that.
lions.
So we gotta
I,
double that. at
I
least.
wasn't expecting
see.
the
I
one
think more.
bill for $23,000 from snow plowing either.
20,000?
Our last one month.
20,000?
Our last-
plowing was
yeah.
like 20,000.
Our January snow plowing bill was $24,000. And
Yeah.
that was just January.
It's-
We haven't gotten them.
December was big this year too, because we got snow that we normally don't get in
We should
December.
just close for the.
Okay, that's fine.
We're all going with Steve on.
I'll meet you all in Tampa next.
Salt's included in there, too, in there. So,
Salt went up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So what are we changing the seven
I
to?
increased it to 20,000.
Wow.
Sorry.
I mean, if we have a mild year,
Yeah, it's a good,
we go for
it's a
something
good
else.
club number. Yeah.
It's good encouragement to put out an RFP and look for somebody.
Right?
We change this to 63,000.
The
T3, 332 or something, what was it?
Oh, shoot, yeah. Where are we at?
48.
They're not quite open for us.
Well, you have to add the
40.
17,332 plus.
Yeah, so 45,
Do you want me to add it?
668. Oh, I decreased it though,
Yeah, so what, 45
668.
plus the 17.
Oh,
more.
45,
That's six-
668.
It was
60,
61.
that comes to 63,000 if you add the two of them up.
Yeah.
I don't think
Did I
that's
max this wrong?
What's the 17?
What it,
17,332 is that grant?
63,000.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so you need the 45, whatever.
hold on.
so is that gonna balance? Because on the other page, the revenue, it,
Yeah, because you have
was
to add, the-
45,668.
plus you have to add the 17,000.
Right,
So that.
there was no-
63 on either side. then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
So together they'll balance.
Tell you.
What are safety compliance, safety?
Sheets.
Basically what was considered the old MSDS sheets. This is a program that we're working on as this is a requirement from the state fire marshal that all commercial properties have safety data sheets. And technically, we are supposed to make sure they have them.
Oh, okay.
That has not been done that I know of, but we are currently working on it.
So literally a sheet of paper?
So if you have chemicals,
Okay.
there has to be a list of those chemicals and what the hazards of those chemicals are
It's usually like a
On
placard.
premises?
on premise.
Sure. This.
Yeah,
premise.
no. So not on ours. We don't have to have it a listing for ours in a book. Obviously, when we go and we start doing pre-plans, then we would have that in our pre-plan for that building. But every commercial building is supposed to have those.
And you provide it to.
We don't provide it to them. They have to do it on their own. But we are gonna be putting out certain things to help them with that process.
So like an office building or
Mhm.
really?
So
If
it's
they have
not
Windex, it has to be listed.
Probably got some methyl ethyl ketone in there too.
a Windex has to be listed.
Are physicals every year for everybody?
So physicals are a point for everybody. Complete physicals are not for everybody. Full timers get complete physicals. This year we started doing everybody over 40 would, as paid on call, would get a physical, but it also includes their fit testing and their respiratory questionnaire.
So new hires won't affect, that's what I'm wondering is, will new hires affect this number?
New
Yes.
hires potentially will, well, no, because we were full staffed when we did the physicals last year. So if we continue at 6 full-time, and then we're gonna continue with, I think there was only one that didn't get a complete physical that was over 40 years old.
So, but we will have to do 2 complete physicals to fill the 2 positions that are open right now.
Correct.
But they only have to have that once is what I'm
Right,
saying.
yeah.
Like their initial onboarding physical.
Right.
And then they're good.
Then they just have the one through
Biocare.
What happens if like, when do we do those in the fall, right?
Correct.
So what?
We could
So if they did
wait
it
for that,
done-
or we would put them on that same, it's best to get them on the same
That's what
cycle.
I'm saying. So really, if we may have to do two for the two new hires or whatever. or
Potentially.
three.
And the one we get from Well now is a little more expensive than the one we get.
How much it, I don't know if you guys know this, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but how much is one physical?
I'd have to.
I have to
Okay,
look
I'm
it
just
up.
wondering, I would like to plan ahead for that, if we already know that like our newest hire is probably gonna end up getting another physical in the fall, and then two new hires will get physicals to onboard, and then again in the fall. I'd like to,
It was,
But that
it
is-
was less than
Way down.
I can't-
Where they,
Oh, yeah.
$300 to $500,
like $800.
maybe, I don't
I don't
know.
know if it's
okay,
that.
we'll look into
No,
that. I just wanna.
Yeah, it's
I have
keep
it
this
from the
close.
thousands.
in
we
the
were
email.
buying.
Yeah,
So-
like I said, I don't need to read the second, but I think that would help to plan an additional two or three probably.
Right. The only thing is, I don't know what the number was for doing it in town.
I can give you that number.
Okay. Just something that we could look at.
Liability, not insurance.
So I'll leave that at 6,500 right now, but then maybe we'll reevaluate that.
Vehicle insurance.
Is that liability and insurance a shared expense also, or do you have a?
Those are broken out here.
Those are broken up.
I just took from what has been done and what we're currently at. From what I had from 331, I don't know what the most significant changes have been.
For the general liability and vehicle insurance?
Should I need to
We have to raise the vehicle insurance because of the new pump.
do 9, 6,
Did that increase it?
We've had that for a year, haven't we?
Seems like it was just last summer that we went out and got a picture of it.
I can't, what, I didn't hear what you
The
said.
pump, the new. The new tanker pump, whatever you call it.
And the
That-
duct tape.
Oh, yeah, it should still be on there. Should be a part of it.
We had it last August, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that it would have been already in the
Oh.
insurance renewal.
So 17's good.
Oh, I was still at 65. We're good with that one? General liability, property insurance,
Oh, I
65.
I
But
doubt
the-
that that goes up very much. Generally, it's usually not a big, we haven't
I calculated
added
this one.
buildings, we haven't added things, so it's not gonna be a big change there.
Probably because whatever had vehicles we had on it.
Yeah,
I mean, those
Shared
ambulances
safety
cost
expense.
more.
Yeah, but that was well before
Yeah.
this.
I don't know. I'd
I
have
just
to look.
wondered. That's fine. I'm just wondering. I'll leave it at
That,
17,
that's
but
pretty easy to find the answer to that.
I just took it from what we currently had done.
Yeah.
what Michelle was talking about with the utilities, the heat, the power,
Right.
the water, the.
But I
whatever.
think the auditors want us to break it down by category, electricity and all that. So I'll double check on that.
So
So that 40,000 might just get distributed between,
that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't this just be allocated?
right? So
I
that
would
40,000
think that
might end up being
40,000
zero and everything put in the different,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do
I
you want me
will-
to do that
I
right
think,
now?
I think.
We're
I
not,
could
no,
put-
we can't do it right now.
No, I'm saying, so you want me to leave 40,000 in
Eventually,
there
yeah.
now?
Eventually, that's gonna be zero.
Right,
They're not, when I say eventually, I mean by the next meeting or by the time we get done with this.
by
Right?
the time budgeting
Yeah,
ends,
yeah.
yeah,
When you go to approve it, it will be.
yeah, it should be zero.
Fire prevention?
What's that about?
Fire prevention, so that's when we, some of the posters that we've been getting to do Fire Prevention Week, the open house for Fire Prevention Week, paying to help staff some things to go out and do stuff for fire prevention. That's a low number.
Is that like
It's
go
up-
to this,
up here by the
do-
payroll.
like,
Yeah, it's gone.
go to
Yeah.
the Rotary
Remember when
Club
we
or
did that?
whatever?
This is when we have go out to the kids' days, all of that stuff. So we need to have materials to pass out. So we get coloring books and plastic helmets and all this other stuff, and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
You have to create smoke.
So that's the biggest thing is right now we've got some. This will help replace it.
I think that.
I
we should-
try to get everything that I can for free.
I'll bet you if you get a hold of the power plan, they've got a mountain of stuff that they could,
I have, and I've gotten stuff
Okay,
from
good.
them and other places as well.
okay, good.
But there are other things that we need that are
Okay.
specific, right?
Also, to get our own Sparky the fire dog.
Hey, that would be great.
I looked into that, but the actual trademarked one is like 40 something
Yeah.
$1,000. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Right?
3,000 for a plastic dog.
It's a costume.
It's a costume, but it comes with its own program.
Yeah.
You have to follow the program specifically.
And it's also illegal to use a non-trademarked version.
It'd be fitted for you, Russ.
I was gonna say, I was just thinking of Abby.
No, no, new. Laura's retirement job.
It's part of the supervisors.
No, hard pass. Okay, fire EMS training.
Yep. So again, that's where I put in, I think when I first got here, training was at $1,000. That is unacceptable for a fire department. Typically you look at 10% of your budget as training. I know we can't get to maybe that 10%, but we need to be able to take and go to outside training. Or if we're doing any in-house training that we need to pay for, that's what this money is going for. That's why when I said the in-house training of money that was set aside, I split that up, put some into the travel, the other part into training. And I think I had that get up to about $5,000. And we just need to increase that. I can't say enough about training, and we need to make sure that we're offering it. What's that?
Like to see it at 120.
If I could, I would. Because that gives us the opportunity to get props or whatever else we need for training to advance our skills. And this is a small step towards that.
Equipment.
It's going from.
We've really taken and cut back on any purchases of equipment that may or may not be utilized all the time, but we've got to understand that maybe it's not going to be used on a daily basis. But we are in need of some valves, or not valves, but some appliances for our trucks, because some of the ones that we are using are probably older than. So we need to be able to make sure that we get good stuff that is more reliable, to make our jobs a little bit more easier. And this number reflects that. We're still continuously making sure that we're being fiscally responsible and only purchasing what is needed, but there is a list of needs that can be, this money can be used for.
I think there's anything that was bought in the 1940s.
You know, some of, there's still some that have brass on them, so.
Do you have anything specific that you're looking to purchase here?
Nothing in specific, but we do need some adapters for the apparatus.
20,000? That 19,000?
So 30 is good.
Yes.
Equipment, furniture.
So just made a note of being able to replace some furniture. We were able to replace some chairs down at Southside this year that were falling apart. But most everything that has been replaced is somebody brought them in.
What's the rule on the mattresses?
That we also probably will be needing to replace. I'm not sure exactly when they were purchased. I think they've
This is
given me
the
some.
newest one, and that was purchased when he first started, so that was 2019.
Okay, so we probably need to look at purchasing all new mattresses.
So is that going to be enough? 1,500?
Well, we're gonna have to do it in a systematic way. You know, cause granted, yes, I'd love to be able to replace everything all at once, but if we can do it in increments, that makes it better. Maybe we can get some deals from a local vendor that would be willing to donate. I don't know,
I think they would.
because there are,
Well, yeah.
Take them out of
Whatever Young's is.
there are places downstate that have donated
What is this?
mattresses to the fire station.
Yeah.
Harvey?
No, it's not, Art Van doesn't exist.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'll just leave 1,500 in here. We'll evaluate that as
Existed
a
there.
theory.
There's still a furniture store.
I know, but I think Bob Young would work with us and
Okay,
so he likes us.
Get those bag.
That's around the
box
box.
mattresses.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
I know.
I just bought one of those.
But yeah, I'm sure you bought or several.
Vehicle.
Order them online and they come in a box
Those little ones, oh, they're wonderful.
and they,
Oh, that's what I got, how I got
Yeah,
mine. I
they're
love it.
great. They
Those
come
are all
this
single
big and they end up
mattresses,
this big.
twins are twins
They're
or single
twin
or-
longs.
oh,
Quinn Long, I think is what it is.
Okay.
So how much are we over budget?
$286,691.
86,000.
What about the last one, equipment?
Well,
Oh,
the
we're
problem
moving
is that's not accurate right now, because chances are that $40,000 will go to zero.
But it's not gonna go to zero. It's gonna get redistributed.
Redistributed.
It's
You've
gonna get
already-
added.
But you've already adjusted some of the other ones.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
the heat, the electric.
Yeah,
Okay, so best case scenario,
Two-
246,000.
so, as of right now, what does it say, 206?
200.
286?
286,691, but you need to add in that 17,000.
No, you already added it.
Yeah,
Now we
that's
put it
Oh, I
under
did, didn't
state
I?
grant.
Yes, you're right. I did. Sorry, thank you. Okay,
And how much did you have for general contribution?
200,000.
200,000.
Is it already plugged in there?
It's already
Yeah,
in there.
it's already in there.
Now you're asking for 450.
Where do you get 450?
250 over.
Oh, I think
Under-
easily we should add another 100 to the fire department,
From the general fund?
right?
Oh, I was thinking at least
Or more.
300,000, yeah. I mean, if the general fund's going to have to contribute.
Mhm. Sure. So
I don't know what we can cut.
So if we added another 200,000 from the general fund,
Even 400.
right, 2 + 2 is 4, right, a total of 4.
If you look at our general fund, you'll notice that that's underwater too.
That's not completely accurate, though. I need to make an adjustment for the building department income,
Well, as of
but,
as
yeah.
of
Just
right
take it out
now.
of roads.
well.
So-
well,
Roads are bad.
No. The point.
I mean, leave it as is and move on to the next.
Yeah, right now, we may as well just,
Leave it
there's
now.
nothing we can do right now. We have to get through the entire budget.
Let's see
before
where
we
we're
can even
at.
Take it out of
decide
water.
anything.
We can't take anything out of water.
All right.
And
We're-
I really, the other thing I know this is larger than what maybe it had been anticipated. But that is still running at the bare minimum that we currently are.
Yeah, you said that.
So I would highly encourage that when you start thinking about this, as looking at it as getting 3 more people, and what are we gonna be looking at as
Well,
far as,
based upon what you said, we're gonna be $500,000 underwater.
We're over 500,000.
Yeah,
Mhm.
over half.
Yeah,
Well, we have fund balance money.
it's 100,000. For the public safety fund.
But
There
it's
is
still-
money in the general fund
Right,
savings.
I'm just saying though, that
Right.
there is that money.
Well, that's a really good way to go broke slowly.
Yes.
Well, but we haven't tapped into that at
It's
all.
still a really good way to go broke slowly. The only, you need only look at the county to see spending down a savings account will put us in serious financial peril.
Well, I don't mean take all of it out of there. I'm just saying we haven't really And if we have to take.
Well, I think that there
100,000
are
out of it-
other options that we have to explore. Some will
Well,
be
it was
painful.
just a suggestion for.
Yep, now some of
Some-
these will be very painful.
I move to
Alright.
take a 5-minute recess.
Are we coming back? More on the other questions.
Support.
Oh,
If
were you
that's what
supporting
you-
or did you?
No,
have
I
a
was
question?
waiting.
Oh, sorry.
Wait to me.
Okay. So we will come back at, all those in favor of 5-minute recess, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Oppose the same. Motion carried. 5-minute recess. We'll be back here at 12:46. We're back in session,
What time?
12:47, 46, whatever.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to do this by each department, or you want to just do the whole general fund in view?
Or you can put the whole general fund out there.
Okay, that's what I have out here. I just wasn't sure.
Hmm.
So we're going up almost $30,000 then.
What are we doing, revenues?
Yeah. So that would be your, Mr. Treasurer.
So the property tax real, that's our millage, 1.0103 mils. And that number comes off of the L 4029 as well. The L 4029 times the millage rate is the $463,124. That's our operating millage.
Mhm.
Not enough.
Payment in lieu of. That's gone down? 200 bucks?
It's just an average.
Yeah, and again, the current actual numbers are on my screen. If you're wondering, I'm sorry that it's not,
I can't see it.
is there a way to make it bigger in here?
No.
Should be.
Would be better than turn a little bit, so I can't see it either.
Oh,
Nobody can really read. it.
No,
Turn it if it helps. you, Lauren.
I can read it.
I can if I squint. I need new glasses.
Well, now I can't.
Yeah,
yes, you can come and sit over here. You don't have to sit there.
close.
You'd be.
I was told I had to. Yeah, it's just
By you?
You can't get closer to
him.
glare of the lights, yeah.
Bring it closer to him.
No, I don't,
You're good.
but so everybody else.
I've got it in front of us.
That's way better.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Oh, now you guys
Turn
are
it
off
this way.
camera.
Don't turn it
That's not
towards.
fair. I said, now you guys are off camera. That's
You
not
see
fair.
it?
Oh, yeah.
Can Norm see it?
I could just see.
Turn,
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
we'll turn it
everybody
so
can't
one of
see
them
it.
can
I'm
see
looking
it.
here. Swamp tax, 20 grand.
Good enough.
Penalties on taxes,
I don't need to see it because I have it right in front of me.
property tax admin fee.
It's the glare of Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's a skylight.
Where nobody's mad about Mother Nature, okay?
North Point Shores Road assessment, that's passed through. Thank you. Heavens no.
So this is the part where, I don't know where you guys are at. Do you want to go line by line or are we just kind of
Line by
glancing
line.
at them?
Yeah.
Okay, so the property tax, good number from our documentation. The payment in lieu of, Laura, that's, you said just kind of an average of where we're at. Swamp tax, I don't know and understand what this is, but I think it's something to do with the DNR, right, Laura?
We get it from the county. They
Yeah.
collect that and they give us our distribution.
Okay. Penalties on taxes, the tax admin fee that's calculated off of
Tax bills.
North Point Shores assessment.
That is what it is.
How much longer is that?
Oh, they'll just renew it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
forever.
Yeah,
There was
but
a
it's a
5-year.
pass through.
There's a 5-year.
And-
agreement.
Yeah, I
and
think
it's
we're in
a-
the
Okay.
it's a
second or third
complete
year.
Pass-through.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Lake Shore is done, Begland is done. Right, those are all
Yeah,
zeros.
Lakewood is done. Yep.
Begland was done. So
Technical permits.
going forward too, I think Michelle and I have talked about trying to remove inactive GLs off of here, so we're not looking at a whole bunch of zeros.
Right, but Lakewood will stay on there
Yeah.
as long as there's activity in
Yes.
here that shows up on
Yeah.
here.
Fire fees, I don't know what that is.
There's no activity.
Right.
Well,
Where
Lakewood
are
has
they?
activity. It's 101-000-480.
Right, and it will show up until that year
480.
drops off.
I don't see that.
Yeah,
But we
fire.
don't have a 480.
I don't either.
Well, why do I have it then?
What number are you talking about?
480-010?
I don't have that.
No.
I don't have that one either.
Why do I have it?
I don't know.
What's it called?
Fire fees?
Fire beast?
Fee?
What
Fees?
are fire fees?
I don't know. I'm asking you
Well, we've
guys.
never had any revenue in them.
It's if somebody wants to come in and get a report usually, isn't it?
I don't know. There's no activity in it.
No, there's been no activity for 3 years.
It's not on our sheets.
Oh, yours didn't print out, you didn't print out the zeros, that's why. So
Oh,
I have extra stuff on mine.
Okay.
Well, good. So whatever I have on mine that you guys don't have, I'll remove out of here. That'd be great. Okay. So this one is the one where I wasn't really sure. This is kind of a guessing game, the mechanical, plumbing, building and electrical. And I estimated low on these and I'm happy to increase those.
Well.
But
see,
we're
that
not-
was some-
I-
80% of what we collect on those goes to the
Contract.
Right.
contractor anyway.
Right.
So if they need adjusting, you do it proportionally, so.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like I said, I've stayed
Whatever it
pretty
is.
low to average on these.
Do we know of any
No,
projects that are?
I asked Kevin, I just saw him yesterday and asked if there was anything. There's some big projects that permits have already just been pulled for. Like the junior high is getting some stuff done and
Junior high. then.
The gas
the gas
station.
station up here. But those, the permits are
Name
already.
3
pulled.
things.
Three?
There were 3 big projects.
The gas station, isn't that out in Wilson?
No, this
Hotel?
forwards one.
Oh,
Not that gas station. This gas station here, the Marathon, was purchased and it's gonna be a forwards now and they're doing a whole remodel.
Oh, who knew?
Gonna be
I
forward?
did.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's
Been
gonna be a
forward, he's
forwards.
owned it for a while.
Yeah.
For like a year.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was, okay.
They have BC Pizza.
I thought they bought all the other marathons.
Are you thinking of Blarney?
Blarney Castle, yeah.
So, but anyways, so the revenue for a building is lower, but I was just trying to be safe with that. I'm happy to adjust it some.
No, I think it's smarter to
That's
estimate
conservative.
low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there was any big, like I said, when I did this, there was no big projects that Kevin told me that he was aware of.
150 on building permits?
We're at 170,000 right now for that. But again, there was those, at least the 2 big projects that came in that just had permits pulled in this last month, I think. And I think in February. And if you look, previously like 23, 24, that was like the hotel and stuff.
I say
so-
they were big projects going on
Right.
that year.
There is, somebody has reached out to me looking to build a new construction on 32, but we haven't had really any further conversation. She wants to set up a preliminary discussion, so there's potential for some there.
What's the what?
They want to build something on 32, but they've given me nothing, just like
That's yours.
I don't know.
It won't happen.
So like I said, I didn't add it into this because
Right,
we've not
No, that's not.
had any further conversation.
federal grants, state grants. State grants other. State returnable fee, liquor and.
I like their subway fees,
Subway.
Subway fees?
metros,
Oh.
the Metro
Oh.
Authority,
I
that's a
was like, what's a
subway.
What, how far
That's
down?
the
it go?
local community
Right.
stabilization.
And then the state revenue sharing,
Wait, what's? where? Oh, that's $1 million.
yeah, I mean, everyone at this table is aware that we operate 2/3 off of revenue sharing from the state, and that number can go away at any time, and then we will be solely operating off the $460-ish thousand from our taxes. Right? That's not a surprise to anybody?
No.
That's
Well,
where we're at
then,
with it.
then we're in trouble.
Yes,
Yeah, we're-
but because we collect 1.0103 mils since 1978 or
Yeah.
9, and
I
it's
mean,
never
it's-
increased and only decreased because of Headley. It was 1.2 back in the day. But I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. I did get that revenue sharing number off the state treasury website and it was current, in like the middle of February.
Well, one thing about it, they took that away.
I'm surprised it went down.
We'd have an awful lot. down.
Well, the
I
state,
feel like they threatened at least every other year to go
They-
down and then it
They
doesn't go
do.
down.
I was
we
just
did
gonna-
lose though, from what it was projected. Well, if you look at activity, I mean, it's gone down $20,000.
10,000, yeah.
20, we're at 1,000,040,
23, 24.
and here we're at 1,018,000. But there was that 17,000 for the.
But they
public
always
safety.
project low
Yeah, every year.
every year. And
I don't know, again, this
And
is a
maybe
number
Aunt
that they get.
Gretch will give us some extra dough. this
as a
year.
going away gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already talked about that.
With that,
Opioid fund. No, we didn't get it.
so that was a grant, but just so that everybody, well, I can say what I want to say, yeah. So there is a grant out there, that I just received information on Thursday. And I reached out to Lenny to ask him to look into it, and it looks like we could use that similar to how we use this opioid funding. But he's still looking at that for me. If we can get that grant, the maximum award is $345,000 and the minimum is $100,000.
We could finish,
We could do
FedEx
work,
thing.
yeah, so like, what'd you say, it needs a roof?
needs a roof. I'm not sure what it still
Yeah.
needs on inside,
Would,
but
depending on what we could use it for, I mean, we could do the roof, we could do any other, I think, repairs to it, possibly fix the
Roof?
parking lot. No, the Alano Club, I'm
The
sorry.
Oh,
We do own that building and that property, so.
That door has to remain open.
somebody's yelling at your staff people.
It's not mad, it's just talking.
Oh,
we know the difference.
Right.
All right. Anyway,
how can we
I don't
raise
know.
trailer park fees?
I don't know what that
Send
is,
you up. and-
which one?
the trailer park fees. Laura, you,
What
What about them?
it's the number, is it just, do you get a report or something from the state that tells you that?
We get $3.50 per trailer per month from all the trailer parks, and then that's our portion that we get to keep. It gets distributed to the county for the state part of it, and they send it on to the state, and then I think that's 66.66%, and the county gets 16.66, and then we keep 16.66.
So if I looking at this right, then we've decreased the number of trailers in the township by
Oh, they
some
burn,
percent.
you burn every year.
Helps you roll our blight
Sort of a
situation.
attrition, built-in attrition.
No.
Yeah, says the fire.
I'm asking because 24-25 shows $5,500,
Right,
and this year we're at $2,500
Right.
current,
well,
so. I'm just wondering, because like I said, I'm not super familiar with this. I'm not familiar with this at all.
the 2,500 is about what we get.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm asking
That's our
why
portion.
it
It's
was
at
5500
16.66.
and 24-25.
'Cause
And
I-
it was 903 the year before, so
Okay,
it's like
so we're
it
just
came in
kinda-
the different fiscal year. Like
Oh,
2 fiscal years came in the same,
Same time.
yeah,
Okay.
That's what I-
that's what it looks
Okay.
like.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm just asking because I'm not sure. The planning and zoning fees,
Deal fees.
Yeah,
I just dropped it down to what we were at right now, but again, I think that number depends on if,
what happens?
Yeah,
We-
what happens.
And
We've gone
Where did
over a
it
year
go?
without a zoning board of appeals meeting.
like I said, I'm trying to be conservative here. The land division fees, I did reach out, to the assessor just to get his opinion on that, if he thought that, I mean, that's a pass through, I believe, too.
yes,
So I asked that if the fees were accurate and, if they,
whatever
we
we
needed to
get there,
increase
we
that
end
or
up
whatever,
doing
right.
an expense back to Alan.
right, so that's
Is
that.
state some tax, sales tax,
I can open this up to
state
see.
and review. That'd be good. What's revenue from other revenue? Revenue book.
Anything that doesn't fit in a category. it's
Is this
something
FOIA
else.
request if we charge for copies we make for people.
Where is that boardroom rental going into? Is that going into that?
It's going into rental income.
Oh, well, I just didn't look far enough. I apologize.
Interest earned, 20 grand?
That would just be from the general fund.
Rental income. Investment income. Yeah, that comes from the state.
So is there really anything we can do on this sheet?
Yeah.
The only thing would be the building,
Oh,
you know,
And
Mm.
although I think we should leave it at a certain lower level, the investment income on the CDs seems low,
which one is that?
70,000.
Oh, the,
669.
Well,
Yeah, 669.
we could do 7,500
Well,
or 75,000.
well,
The interest rates just are not, they're not going up.
and I'm fine with leaving it at 70 because I don't want to just create, we
Right.
might as well put it at 1 million. It's
Right.
a number that doesn't represent
Right,
anything.
right.
We know that it's going to be at least 70.
Right.
And so, and I thought the same thing on the interest earned for 665, that seemed
Well,
historically low. And so, but again, I guess I'd rather estimate low.
But the
than-
activity is only about 10,000 right now through the end of March.
Yeah, and then
So,
since
I'm
we have to,
thinking,
put more money into the investments to get
Right.
higher and the interest is the lower, like
Right.
we get off a checking. So
Yeah.
that's,
so should I reduce
I think
this?
20's a whole.
I think
Yeah.
20 is a little high.
I
I
do
think
too.
maybe 10
Me
or
too.
or 11 is.
I'd rather do 10.
Yeah, let's do 10.
We also gotta remember that $46,000 from North Point is flush. So we already don't have that. Oh, that just passes through.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, looks
Oh,
good
yeah,
there.
but I needed to change something, this one, right? Sorry, we didn't get there yet. I need to change this one. I mean, you guys let me know where everybody's at.
I don't know why they get.
So that's what,
excited.
2,190,000 or so. There it is.
Are we done with revenue?
Yeah, hold on, but I put
You
this
should
in the
go
wrong
with the
column,
vendor on, see what he says.
because I didn't change anything else, right?
I think that's what it is.
So, no, we'll need to change this liaison officer contribution one, right?
Yeah, it'll go to that.
To 40,
What's that?
I don't know if I wrote it.
I think you did.
I did 45,668.
Where are we? Still on revenue?
Liaison officer contribution.
Top of the next.
Do I need to add that 17,000 in here somewhere then too, right?
No, because that's gonna go right into public safety.
That's in revenue?
No, now she's in expenses.
Oh, no, that is.
okay. All right, so
No, this is still revenue.
No, you're,
Oh, never mind. Now we're-
there's no, like,
Yep,
that
yep.
doesn't space it apart.
Uh-huh.
all right, I found it.
Okay, but that's where it needs to be, correct? 45,
Yes.
668, and I don't need to put the other 17 in. I don't wanna do that. Gone. I'm gonna just move these numbers over.
Professional and contractual services.
Are you in board of trustees?
Yeah.
Hold on,
That pays for our
Okay.
audit.
have we balanced have we
How
established?
much
the
total is
revenue
the
yet?
audit?
Hold on, I'm moving them all over
What's the
right now,
total audit?
because I put the whole budget up here
Between
instead
14
of,
and 20,000.
Really?
Plus whatever services.
And they just, that's just boilerplate stuff.
Cause this is 30,000.
It's not really boilerplate. It's different every year.
Yeah.
If you wanna come and sit through an audit with us for us,
We-
feel free.
Yeah, we think we finally have it down pat and then they add more stuff to it. What about that?
Laura, what time do you have to go?
1:15.
So,
Why, do you wanna go through mine? Or-
no, I don't care. I just want to make sure that if you're here for, you need or want to be here, I'm just moving these over.
That's fine. I trust you guys.
You do?
If I have something to say, I might say it, I might not.
Less than 90 days with you.
Get my said.
Oh, you know it.
No, no.
I don't know how to make my report show the way that is though.
It's not gonna show up that way on the screen.
Okay.
You have to
so-
print it to have it show this way.
So where are we on this?
We're tallying it up right now.
Board of Trustees.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now,
Not
26,000.
Charging enough. Salaries payable.
Oh,
March is always a big month for you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think that could probably go down to 24, because we're only at 17.3.
Right.
We didn't have a lot of special meetings this year.
It's not over yet.
Well,
We're in March.
So,
what?
take it down.
I would take it down because we're only at 17. Right, we're gonna have 5 meetings with you guys, at least 5 meetings.
so 24,000, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would take it down to 24.
24.
Yeah,
Which means social security be impacted. et cetera,
yeah,
et cetera.
and we can figure all those out later, Abby.
Yeah,
Just,
well, yeah, I'm just
The
gonna move those
equations.
numbers over, but we'll make a note that will adjust it.
We're
Cause if I don't move them
way
over, it
high.
won't, you know,
it won't work.
if I don't move them over, then it's not gonna show what we're actually at. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But I can put a note in here to adjust.
well, we'll just know that we have to go back and adjust all the
Okay,
payroll taxes and benefits stuff.
okay. But I mean, this way, it's not gonna, it shouldn't change it that dramatically.
How
I
did you,
would think.
you got 130 on work comp, how'd you get there? Wouldn't be, I don't even think it'd be,
It's been
That might
50
be a
for
number that
years.
you,
yeah, it'd be very low. It won't be.
I'd leave that at 50.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah, there's.
one
no
of the
way
numbers that I
50,
had wrong on my sheet. So 50.
100.
$130.
Pension and all that. I'm gonna just figure out.
Yeah, we'll redo all of that.
Lines.
So.
I guess why don't we have anything for legal for Board of Trustees?
I just didn't know what to put in
We
there.
never called the lawyers.
I wasn't sure what all comes
Yeah.
out of.
Well, every time Tim's sitting there, that gets charged off to Board of Trustees because it's the Board of Trustees meeting.
Okay,
Well, I had a question mark on that too, and I didn't understand how it went to 0, but
just because I wasn't sure what the appropriate number was for that.
So,
And
Do you want
computer
anything in
hardware,
computer
that's not in
hardware?
there either.
Right. Do we need to
So
put
it's been
something in this?
48,
That for the computer
22,000?
out here.
Right, so what do we got?
that
about
one's
legal?
new, isn't it?
No, but the computer hardware.
22,000, 8,500 and 4,100.
Computer hardware? Well, that would be for that computer.
That's what I said.
So I'm saying, do you want me to put
Yeah,
something
so
in there?
we're-
Is that
yeah,
new?
10,000
I-
for legal?
I thought that was new when we got all
well,
the new
it
ones.
basically does one function.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Michelle?
I don't think we need a,
Legal,
okay with
what are we
leaving that
doing
one
on
zero?
legal?
I think we need to put like 10,000 in legal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
occasion I came up with.
I mean, if there's ordinances and stuff that Tim works on,
Right.
that comes out of there too.
Plus millage, languages or
Yeah,
whatever.
that kind of stuff.
What
Mhm.
is?
We never know.
If you do a special assessment, it's gonna come out of there.
Something like
Okay,
that.
what about professional contractual? 35,000,
Yeah,
you
what,
guys good with that?
Well, it was,
what is?
We're
I
at
would-
30.
that's our audit. Anytime we have to call the CPAs during the year, that kind of stuff.
And we get billed in, each.
Well, actually, that comes out of mine and yours
Right. I was
separately.
gonna
don't we,
say.
Paul?
Yeah.
I'd have to look and see, but I know the audit comes out of
Okay,
there.
so I'm gonna leave this at 35 then unless somebody wants me to
Because it
change
was been
it.
at 29 and 30.
Yeah, and we're already at 30, almost 31. And I think that we're gonna probably, with the water department stuff and changing. I think
But that
probably-
comes out of water.
That would come out of water.
They have a, for their, the audit too, comes out of that separately, yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have a lot of communication with what the,
During audit, we do.
well, yeah, but
We have the last few years because we're trying to do more and more of the stuff. Okay, so professional and contractual services, we had that meeting with Jim and Chelsea about with F and B. That charge for that meeting is gonna come out of there.
It doesn't, it won't come,
Part
it
of
won't
it
be
does.
split between water. I guess, I don't know. how-
Probably not,
Okay.
because it has to do with the audit.
And the board.
in the board.
Okay. I'm fine with the 35,000. I just
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
I'd have to look at a rundown of everything that
Okay.
goes.
They were spending more on the one line item than we do on the salary.
Well, you could be our lawyer, we could do tax with you part of it.
Conflict.
Transportation and travel.
Said I wanted to do
Can we leave that?
Yeah,
So.
aside from
office
that,
Supplies kind of high too,
what's that?
office supplies,
What?
what are they really using?
I don't know
for
what gets
office
charged off for
supplies?
this.
Office supplies are high at zero.
It's zero.
Well, no, I
Well, no,
mean,
because, like-
she didn't put a plug number in.
Right.
Well, wouldn't that be like the batteries?
One
When
thing
when we
to-
have to buy new batteries for this because those rechargeables only last so long.
I'll bring my own.
Your own
Yeah.
batteries?
Can't hear you anyway.
Okay,
Three
so,
hundred seventy.
Most of the time I don't want to be.
or 50.
I'd do 100 or whatever. I don't know.
Well, we're looking at cutting this budget.
Okay, well then fine.
$25.
you want 75 or 100?
100.
Okay.
She gets her way.
As I so deserve.
Transportation and travel.
We have
haven't-
the rechargeable ones that start on fire.
We're not-
Well, you guys haven't gone anywhere this year at all,
I was
so.
gonna say, do we anticipate going something
Well,
this
Do
year?
you
I think
plan on
this-
going any trainings or
Yeah,
anything?
I
if we
think this is
join
a good time.
NTA, then we're gonna
I'm
have to go.
fully
to
trained.
Dan Vincent.
You can still go to.
If we could tell by
MTA
the questions you asked.
$100 in there?
For travel.
Well, mileage is 72
Yeah.
cents a mile.
Yeah, 72 cents a
Reimbursement?
mile.
Yeah,
So $100 is gonna get you here to the marathon.
we're not gonna be charging if we have to go somewhere, are we?
Well, we've had people like if they went to MTA meetings or went to this meeting
Training.
out at Sanborn or whatever,
We
they
got
would
500
charge.
in there now. For
So
transportation?
I'd say 250.
Okay.
Oh, not 500, 250?
Yeah, I'm not letting you guys go too far. Stay in the county.
You can spend that in a day.
Okay.
We're already at, almost 2,100 for printing.
What it would just like the notices and stuff like that and.
All the ordinance notices, the monthly minute notice has to go out. So. Yeah, I'm good with 2,500. Cause I don't think Colin's gonna lower their prices.
No.
So the dues and membership, this is where I said I did budget in here, MTA membership, if that was,
I thought it was a heck of a lot. Would you allocating it out?
I allocated it out the way that it was previously.
For MTA?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how we can do it. We're so far underwater that,
And you can still go to the trainings and just not.
Yeah.
pay that big
You have to
amount.
pay to go to the trainings no matter what. You just pay a little bit extra to go to
we're
the
not,
training.
we're not gonna spend $9,000 on train.
Just being a member.
Not gonna save $9,000 on training
No.
by being a member.
No, that's data.
You
when I
can
was-
still go.
So we're better out. Just increase the supervisor's budget by
Training.
1,000 for training and 2,000 and call it good.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
think-
you're, it's not just me that should be attending trainings.
I agree.
We're gonna have a new treasurer that's gonna need to attend trainings. We have a new, well, we could potentially have 3 new planning commission members. We have a new board of,
Right, but we can send
Review
all these
member.
people to these trainings
right,
for the
but
cost of what the membership
I
is.
understand that, but my point with this is we are cutting off our nose to spite our face because we cannot reach out to the MTA for anything else.
How
Like
would
you can't
pay-
communicate with them.
I have never had a good experience with MTA, so.
I've had
that's-
nothing but good experiences.
they have done nothing to help the clerks. If I need help, I need to go to the Bureau of Elections or to the Municipal Clerks Association. MTA,
Go ahead.
their trainings suck for
I
clerks.
I think MTA is a definite help, but I think their price is not correct compared to other municipalities, and we've discussed that and have had conversations with them, and they feel, no, it's just the way it is. But I think they're a great service. They've been very helpful when we're able to get to them. It's nice to be able to get on the phone and call or look up some stuff, but I believe the pricing schedule isn't fair to where we're at and the size of our township. We're rated right with the big boys down the state, and they're paying maybe another $1,000 more. Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, but that's been my issue too. The equity just isn't there. And
Good organization. I think we're overcharged.
Then there's Chad Ash that doesn't think so.
what's that?
He's not here
Chad
today.
Ash. Just like public
I think
comment.
it's something we should belong
But he
to.
doesn't know
Well, he doesn't know a lot,
the whole story and how
but he has strong opinions.
very, but.
Yeah.
Opinions are opinions. Yours, right? 'Cause we all have them.
I think it's something we should belong to and consider, but not at the rates that they're asking. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could be like a junior member or something like that, so that you had certain things that that were included. But it only went to this point, you, good, better, best kind of membership, but that's not
Yeah.
how they operate.
Well, it's gonna take more than just us protesting to get them to change their ways.
Have they sent us a bill yet, or to encourage us to pay or anything?
No,
No, it's usually. Actually, last year.
Yeah, it was still,
What was the-
Well, last year, I think it dropped out.
8,000.
yeah, 8,500.
It had gone up again.
I think the previous bill was paid was like 7,300 because there was a option in there to opt out of legal something or other. There was like an additional amount of money for that. But I'm happy to reach out to Judy again and see if they've done anything with their. I know they do have a new president, so I don't know. I'm happy to do that.
I can tell you through my years of experience with municipal stuff and the MTA, they tend to cater heavily towards the lower Michigan. It's just the way it is. That's where the population bases are. That's what they are. Above town line, above 72, it's like Canada.
It's probably more like 69, but yeah.
Probably. I mean, I've heard this same discussion amongst many townships that, boy, it'd be nice to be a member, but their prices are so high.
Well, there's like a handful of townships that are not members. We are one of them. Every time I go to a training, I'm the only person in the room who's not. There's really not, I'll give you.
Well, I can tell you through the years, that just going to the MTA convention is dramatically lower than what it was. And I'd been to a lot of them.
Well,
Anyway.
but you compare us to Sanborn Township, it's a big difference in price too.
Oh, huge.
But you're looking at the taxable value. That's how they're determining that. We have a higher taxable value than the city of Alpena too. That's how they're,
I guess at
Basing that.
at the end of the day, you can't get blood out of a turnip. We're gonna have to cut a significant amount of money. And I don't
Well,
know.
let me just for your own help with this, I think it was what, like $74,000 over. When we get to the assessing section, I budgeted in like $60,000 because there was a potential that in May, we were gonna be going to the tax tribunal for something. So I had to put extra money in here. because
saw
was
that.
Possibly happening.
Well, I saw that and I wondered.
That's
if
why.
That was
Yes.
if it was a zero thing.
So again, that brings us down to closer to 15,000.
Yeah, and
I just want you
and I-
guys to know that ahead of time. We didn't get there yet, but when we get there, you see that, and there was a reason I had to do that.
well, then I think what we should do is go through the whole budget and then see where we land.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Do you want me to take this back down to 500 for now?
I think that would make sense.
With 500, or did you go to 250?
I went to 500.
That's the dues and membership.
Yeah, but if we're not MTA members, I don't think we pay for anything. Also,
Mhm.
what are we paying for there?
I would have to.
We're at $0. I know. Well, we're at $0 right now, so I don't know. I mean, you want me to leave it at 500? Or do you want me to go lower?
No, just leave it at 500.
Okay. Data processing and software. We're at 8,500, almost 8,600 for the year. I don't know
What
if
is
that's
that?
monthly.
We've never been able to get a handle on this. As the years, every year I've been here.
Well, we just increased significantly for
Yeah. We,
Time Clock Plus, and I think that was it for us.
yeah, we just don't have any. We don't have any control over that.
No, but there's also potential if and when we switch to BSNA Cloud, there's gonna be a very significant hit to the budget as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm leaving this 9,000 for now. Schools and conventions. I increased it hoping that somebody from the Board of Trustees would want to attend a training. Nobody? Bueller?
Fun.
And schools and conventions, if anybody is interested in
Oh.
attending something,
Well, sure. Should be.
are you
but
gonna go? You gonna go to the Board of Trustees training?
Sure. Hey, tell me when. it is.
General liability, there's certainly an exposure there.
Yeah,
I would say
You
it's
think-
probably greater than 800, but
well, we're at 800 for activity right now in the year.
I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but I would say that our,
It gets split through every department.
Can we do it like a 10% increase?
no,
I
when
mean,
I saw zero, I thought, well.
It's just because some of them I didn't know, and I didn't want to
Okay.
plug in some kind of outlandish number if I didn't know. I'd rather get you guys' input. because,
Well,
Again, this is the first time I'm actually doing the budget.
I mean, I
So
won't
I
know
just-
until August if the
yeah,
insurance is.
and
going
I
up.
think that,
And
I think the easiest thing to do a lot of these times is to literally call the agency and say, give me a breakdown.
And
by
this is the
department."
year where, I think I sent you
Yeah.
a sample RFP of the last one we did, that,
We will be up for
yeah, you'll need to get that out. We're
Okay.
probably by the end of
yesterday.
April, or,
Okay.
yeah, or this board meeting, get that RFP done.
Okay.
Because we have to do it every 3 years.
So I'll leave this 800 for now, but knowing that the subject
Okay.
could change.
And maybe it'll go down if we put it out for bids.
Okay. The next one is me, no?
Yep, we're on salary payable for.
Okay. My screen is not broken on the way your sheets are, I apologize. So I don't know what the actual. I can't break that down.
Yeah, yours broke down, yours looks like the way I received my original.
It was because I didn't know that I didn't know there was a setting to change.
Oh,
So I printed it that way and then Michelle was able to print it the other way, but that, yeah. Do you want me?
Well, salary payable, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
employee
all
Social
the-
Security, Medicare
yeah.
and all that.
Oh, that's the only thing that changed here is, well, I don't know, I can increase copies a little bit. I'm already at 402. But I can also, I printed a lot of stuff for the planning commission. All those master plan things, the surveys and everything. I printed that all out of my budget. So I think 400 is probably good enough. Let me move these over.
Did we put anything for computer hardware for trustees? Did you put something?
For what?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right, cause I see she's got it in hers.
So what are you planning on the
Computer.
500 for computer hardware?
I don't know. I wasn't planning. It was just there.
Contingency?
Yeah, just in case, because we kind of were doing that with,
I think we need to have
Computer
something in
don't
there in case
fit.
it needs a new hard drive or something.
how do you say these bad words? I don't know how old this computer is.
It's 2 years.
Okay.
looks like you're gonna mail out about 11 things.
Probably.
Well, I'm only at 9. I mean, I don't know. I don't really send stuff. You guys are good with all the other stuff?
Professional and contractual, is that just something broken out again, but that section of accounting?
I don't,
Yeah, that if she has anything.
well, that'll get, does that get trued up? Because right now the activity's at 0.
I don't think you've used it at all.
I don't, what would it be?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. But,
Mine is when I call the CPAs. so.
well, I did go meet with Chelsea once and she said I should be meeting with her again before the end of this month. So. Watch, I didn't know, but now I know, so that's good.
Transportation, travel.
Um. I increased that and I will tell you guys why in just 1 second. I'm gonna leave legal at 75. I don't know, I'm gonna go up to
You
the,
think it's gonna go down?
I hope so. God. No, I don't, but it was, I
Well,
don't know.
somehow we need to be aware of legal. I asked Michelle to print me out of just legal, and the expenses are crazy on legal, notwithstanding our lawsuit, just overall,
Mhm.
they're seems way high to me. And so somehow we need to either talk to lawyers in increments of minutes, and well, I don't know, I've got,
Sometimes I think we could talk to each other before we talk to an attorney,
Uh,
not to have our first
Yeah.
instinct is to pick up the phone and talk to Tim or talk to Lizzie. Like I know of personnel, I would never call Lizzie or them unless I've talked to you guys,
yeah,
you know.
gotta try
So-
to do something with 760, almost $768,000 in,
And quite a bit of it was fire department, wasn't it?
well, most of it was water, but yeah. we've
Well,
got-
other than water.
Yeah,
I'm happy to decrease this number, but it was higher in the past and lower this past year. Whatever,
but I agree, we have to just
knock it back down to
not,
7,500.
not necessarily rely upon, getting an opinion on something. We can probably figure it out. So I just asked to
Successful with that.
conserve on the,
Why?
Is that, have we been successful with that in the past?
we haven't been sued,
We need-
so I'm gonna go with yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we can, like, I know you called Tim about some budget questions that you probably could have walked across the hall and asked me.
I've certainly
So-
called him sometimes that I've been like, oh, I probably could have just gotten that information. So the transportation and travel I increased, in the schools and conventions increased. And the reason for that is, I will be taking the level 2 assessor course and it's $1,500. It starts in June and runs through February. It's, I think, online, but I'm not sure. And I didn't want to cut myself short if I have to drive to Lansing for that.
And the
Like I
benefit of
took
that,
well,
Have to drive to where? Munising?
Lansing.
Lansing.
I took the level 1, the MCAT class this summer, and I did have to go to Okemos twice for that. It has a lot of benefits, but the biggest benefit is that assessing is my statutory duty, and I need to understand what's going on with it so that I can know and understand what our assessor is doing. And I was advised by some other assessing and equalization people to take the course.
let's see if we can keep that stuff in there.
Don't we turn everything over to the assessor now?
Yes. But if I asked you how to know what the assessor was doing and if they've done what they're supposed to do and how you're verifying that, would you know how to do it? Cause I don't, I'm learning how to know how to do that, but right now I'm just taking what he is saying as true.
I just got
And
a
I'm
call
being
on,
advised not to do that. I've been advised to educate myself to make sure that I can look at what is happening and make sure that it is happening correctly.
I just found out that not everybody loves our assessor.
I would think the general statement is, in general, people don't love assessors.
Well, yeah, but this was, yeah. This had to do with the military exemption, but yeah,
Well, yeah, I think we're all aware of
but
that.
our county treasurer doesn't like it.
Are we done with supervisor?
Almost, let me finish moving these over. Are you good with the IT? That's again a split thing. I could probably
That's-
take that back down to 3,000.
It depends on how much IT support you're gonna need.
Hmm. But when Haley can't help me, you mean? I'm gonna take it back down to 3,000.
IT,
Yeah. I'm at 2,300 right now, but have had a lot of issues as well. Hopefully. Landline, I don't know. Some of these, again, I just put an increase on here based on inflationary increases for things.
Yeah, and that's really all you can do for something.
Right, so we're at 1,236 for that right now. My budget this current year was 1,500. I'm okay with it being 1,500, but I don't know what that looks like.
have we ever done an audit to see how many landlines we have?
I had it all written down at one point, yeah.
I just remember, and I think I may have mentioned this in the past, at my office, we were paying for 5 or 6 lines that we didn't even have.
Really?
So like
Is that-
maybe there was a fax line, or a modem line or something like that, that just became obsolete, but the phone company, you know, just kept billing it. So I just wonder if we have any, any landlines.
Also the supervisor a copy of our last bill, so you can do that.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
It's just,
But you just like delegate that to like Lynn or somebody to do too.
it was interesting.
You don't have to do it all yourself, Abby.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was pretty surprising. I think we had 5 lines or something like that where,
But our lines are whatever is on the prompt, right? Like, are those individual lines when it's like dial 6 for whatever, we're paying for a line to the assessor? When it says dial 5 to, when you call.
And
that
I'm not
number,
even sure what you're asking.
The landlines. Are those individual lines?
When we call in and get voicemail.
Incoming lines, you'd have to look at the bill.
But that's what I'm saying, like, if you call this number and it says hit 1 for water, hit 1 for,
If you could
whatever.
have called on, we could have 8 different lines and you have calls on line 1 and 2. The call comes in on line
And there's no
3,
fall
then you
through.
hit 5, it's gonna take you to that extension.
so they're all individual. I know what I'm saying, it's okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't know
I
what
know,
you're
it's
saying.
okay.
Well, is that a separate line?
It's
Go
just a
ahead.
prompt directing.
It's a prompt that all these lines come in and then once they get here,
How
they
many
get,
calls can we?
That's what
get?
I'm saying, how many
I
calls
don't
can we
know.
take?
I-
Could you in theory take
I would have to look at. a
6
phone bill.
calls plus one of them go to fall through, or like the deputy treasurer and the treasurer, are they separate lines? The desk for Kelly, is that a separate line?
It's not a separate line. All the lines come in and then they get distributed.
they're networked out.
They're networked out. They're not like this line goes here, this line goes there.
Go ahead.
When I get network to you, then does that clear that line for the incoming call?
No, because you're still on that
Right.
line,
So that's what we need to know.
but they're not dedicated
Okay.
to a certain
Go ahead.
I mean,
person.
there is professional companies that do that, and they're very good at it.
Yep.
I used to work for them. And they,
Okay.
We could call that guy too that does our phones.
For money?
Yeah,
Whether we need as many lines as we have, is that? what you-
No, to find out if there's dormant
oh,
lines.
they check all that also, if you're paying the right
Yeah.
fees, and generally what they usually do is, there's not a fee for that, they share the cost. If they save you $100, they're gonna want 50 of it. That's what we'll them do,
So,
but they correct all this so that you're.
So that then you save 50 next time.
so we're at 1,236 for this already this year. Do you want me to leave it 1,500 or go up?
I'd clear it at 1,500.
Are we on landline still?
Yeah, I'm changing it to 1,500.
Leaving it at 15?
Changing it down to 1,500. The dues and memberships, again, I put in MTA membership into that, so
Is there like, I know Laura's got her treasurer's group. I belong
there is
to-
not a supervisor's
There's
one.
nothing for
No, I've
supervisors.
looked, there is nothing. There's a mayor's group, but I do not fall into that category.
Mayor's group. Interesting.
Where'd you put MTA at? I mean,
That was the, 0.
There's a mayor's group in MTA.
No, there's a mayor's like
Like
like-
I have a municipal.
right, the Michigan Municipal League, there's like a group for treasurers, a group for clerks, there's a group for mayors, but there's not a group for township because they have the MTA. So there was a local MTA, but they're not, I don't believe they're active.
what, local MTA?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Yes, it's at-
Yeah.
I thought there was a meeting just last month, wasn't it?
Yeah, they meet.
That was the intergovernmental meeting.
Well, I went to that, but but I didn't go to the MTA.
Well, when I first started here, they were not active because they had some kind of a changeover with whoever was
Oh,
chairing that or
Oh.
whatever. There was some illness.
Because
or
he did
something,
an
so I
MTA
don't
meeting in
know.
December, or January, Whatever.
I'll definitely look into that. Data software. Again, I just did an increase based on cost of things.
That's what you pay for BSNA,
Is it? And BSNA has increased
right?
from previous year was 19,000 and I think this year we're at 22,000. So again, I just did an inflationary increase on it.
Schools and dimensions.
That's where I added the extra $1,500 for the MCAO assessing level 2 class.
Okay. Now we're at the clerk. I'm gonna tear that up.
Go ahead. Feel free.
Oh,
My copies could probably go down. We're only at 463 this year.
I thought because of the elections, you're.
Go under elections, the
Oh,
department.
Oh, okay.
election.
No.
You're gonna cut copies, is that what you,
Yeah,
to what?
you could do 500 or 750.
Why don't you go 750?
I hate to do salary adjust, or
You can't adjust.
budget
it,
adjustment on that.
so- I would love to have a good budget adjustment on it.
Mm. I think this is why I made my computer hardware 500 because you had yours 500. I thought, well, I don't know, maybe you know something that I don't know.
Well, I just had when they had to replace my hard drive that one time, and you need to
Yeah.
have something in there, or a printer breaks down or something.
I get it. I'm just saying, I was like, I don't know.
If you
Michelle
don't
said
have
500
anything in
looks
there
good
and
to
something
me.
breaks down, you're like, oh, I have to do a budget adjustment, and Russ is really gonna love that.
Where are we at?
Professional contractual service.
Travel and. Well, that's where I'm at. I don't know where you guys are at.
Travel. I didn't even see travel.
Transportation.
There it is. Okay. It's $43 and now it's still 50.
When you guys have to do stuff for election, so that comes out of that
That
in
comes out of
election?
election.
Okay. Keith, you're in a meeting.
Do you have enough people for
Why is
August, by the way?
IT so high?
For August,
Yeah,
I don't know, we have to worry about May 1st.
or May, okay. Have you got enough people for May?
I think we will, because we have less people when it's just a special election, and we've combined 2 of our precincts, so we'll
Okay.
need less people. But we'll probably need you for August. Russ.
Okay.
Is the IT that you have, excuse me, is it proportional to each department? So like, for example, the supervisor, we just lowered to 3,000.
Well, it includes our internet, which is a monthly cost that each department pays. And then anytime like I have problems with my computer and have to call 2020,
30.
then
Oh my God.
my office gets charged.
Okay,
Depends on how many problems we have
yeah,
individually.
all right. So it's, again, it's just
And
kind
then
of,
sometimes we have group problems, like the grant one, I'll probably split that between
Right.
me and you, because that's,
Michelle and I have a lot of problems with our technology sharing.
which
I'm
hopefully they
blaming
said, hopefully it's fixed now.
blind leading the blind, perhaps?
No, there's a
2020.
there's a folder that Abby and I and Haley share that we can all dump stuff into. But they didn't set it up correctly, and if Haley or if Abby made a change, I couldn't see her changes. So
We wanted.
hopefully they have fixed that.
So who's 2020?
Nobody.
It's 10-10.
Steve's version of 1010.
It's an
Yeah.
increase in 10-10 spots.
Beginning of the meeting, so
Well,
he
they
didn't hear.
keep increasing our costs, so I just increased their number. Okay, as long as we're clear.
Very professional.
Okay, so we're good with the 3,500 there.
Yeah.
You would anticipate?
3,000?
How much?
You're not-
3,500.
I thought she changed
So
it.
I'm good with just 3,000.
Oh.
Yeah, cause I'm only at 2,441.
Right, but how much do we have left to?
Well, we just got March.
Telephone landline.
Those tend to be static costs,
Well,
right? I mean, that,
if we don't have to call
If
for
we
help.
don't.
but I mean,
need
so that
technical
line,
support.
that, I guess that line item to me is more of a it wouldn't be part of the contract, I guess.
We don't have
We
a
don't have a
contract for
contract.
10-10. The only time we get a bill from them is when we call and say, this isn't working. Or we need this, what's it gonna cost? We don't have like a maintenance,
Okay.
an annual fee that we pay for them to monitor our equipment and our programs to make sure they are working.
Don't feel like I have to.
Don't look at me, Abby.
Okay, 1750, we're good. Landline, that is, whatever.
Yeah,
Do you? No, you guys don't have these on. I was looking at this going wireless department portion, but I don't,
we don't have any wireless out.
right. I
This is
just, I forget that I
separate.
have extra lines on mine. So again, dues and membership. Oh. I must have went in there and changed that. Let me find my note.
Yeah, it's the same, cause I know I didn't put that.
Yeah, I added that,
Rather
There's a membership
significant
reward.
that
increase.
back. Well, it was for the,
I would
MTA
take
membership.
it down to like
I'll take it back down, what?
400 or 350.
For dues and membership?
Yeah,
What,
What all you, what are you?
the Municipal Clerks Association.
Dues and memberships go to.
400. And the IT internet, 3,000.
Data processing software.
That's our BSNA. I pay for part of the accounts payable, the payroll, and the general ledger.
You pay for stuff for the elections too?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, that isn't, there's a margin for that, right?
No, that's all state.
Do we have to still check IDs at election? Can we let the illegals vote?
Stop.
It's a different meeting, Russ.
Yeah.
Schooling and veterans 500.
Yes. just in case.
Liability, we're just, again. Estimating.
Mhm.
Equipment.
That one, what's 247? Oh, Board of Review.
Oh. Board of review.
I'll put $5 in.
I mean, these are pretty, you know what Board of Review meetings there's gonna be and.
Yeah, there's only 5 of them a year. 2 of them though are the full.
Are we changing anything on board of review?
What do you mean?
Are you changing any line items on board?
Are you gonna change dues and membership?
Yeah, 247. Right?
Yeah, and 247.
Yeah, I increased that again proportionately from what the previous MTA membership showed.
Dues and memberships?
Yeah,
To what?
that
Hmm.
800.
You're lowering it,
I'm lowering it. It doesn't need to be anything if they're not,
right?
well, yeah, that doesn't need to be anything if we're not gonna be members of MTA. That can
What
just
have
be
you
0.
been doing? Have you been putting it at 0 or leaving it?
I'm moving it down to 0.
Okay. On
And
everything.
then
So
on
that's
everything.
Well, not on
So-
everything.
Not on everything, on.
Oh,
Left
I
at-
took out any
I
MTA
mean,
membership.
relative to MPO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
So you're
And if-
just basically this one to zero, right?
Yeah, it was 500 last year, but there's nothing that I'm aware of else for them to be a member of, so I just made it 0. The schools and conventions, though, that one is,
500. You got new
I think
members.
one of them is, yeah, so they only have to do their training every other year, their statutory training. And 2 of them just did it this year,
You got what?
but-
New members?
1 new member.
Oh.
Chad was, yeah, it's Steve Dean, Chad Esch, and Jane Fortner. Jane is new this year, so she won't have to do training for 2 years yet.
She's
Steve,
new, but she wouldn't have to do training for 2 years.
She did her
yeah,
training.
she did her training. They have to be certified
Prior
through the
to.
state tax commission or whatever before the March board of review. So she's already trained, but they only have to recertify every 2 years.
I gotcha, okay.
And generally speaking, we host that here, but for example, if they miss the one that we're hosting here, then we have to pay for it, and that training is through MTA.
But you need to have something in there, just in
Yes.
case one of those
Well,
people
because
resign. and
Tad
you
will
need
be
to get-
due this coming year for it, so yes. I'm
And if you ever find
I'm-
it off that you,
just gonna leave it at 500.
yeah, I think you're right doing that.
This, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure why I don't understand this. Like 600, 240, 800, why?
I'd just leave it at your 500.
But this year we're already at 800.
Very unlikely that there'd be a.
It was
I mean,
probably
you-
just,
you-
I was probably just based when I did it equally among departments.
So you want me to do 500?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, yeah, because again, some of these I just don't know and I didn't have the experience
so now
to,
you're on to treasure.
and that, some of these,
And I know Laura added extra into that one to cover Kelly working while she's off having surgery and stuff.
yeah. And I
So
haven't
that's a
noted-
little bit higher.
Yeah, and this of course could be this could be wildly different, I
What?
suppose, with Laura leaving some stipends and health insurance and, you know.
Oh, yeah, we have no
some
idea
of
what
those
health
things
insurance could be.
completely different.
Yeah,
But, well,
I mean, if, depending on who gets hired, it could be a single person or it could be a family of 5. We
So
don't
it-
know.
It does raise an interesting question about salaries that the compensation commission had considered. And this would be essentially the 3rd year of the current treasurer's salary. So anybody new coming in that would have potentially 0 experience would get whatever the going rate is.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
crazy.
but you have to consider that when they're doing that, it's not based on the person, it is solely
No,
based on the
I-
position.
I fully understand that. It's just one of those things that, as I guess as a business person, it doesn't make a lot of sense. to me.
I have a hard time with it too, Steve.
Yeah.
It's a state law. So you go Corey's hell with them.
Pardon me, Norm?
It's not a,
Well, it's the state made the laws on, you don't have to have any experience. All you gotta be is 18 and a registered voter.
oh, yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
So, no. At least now we get to pick a treasurer that we can pick one that's got some kind of experience.
Hopefully, if we
That's
get
true.
somebody who applies
Yeah,
that
hopefully we
with
do.
qualifications.
But so, do we need to put more in schools and conventions?
I would,
I would
Recommend
suggest
that?
we do that.
I'll get there.
So yeah, anyway, a lot of this is just guesswork, unfortunately. Work comp again would not be 250. It'd be
What were,
probably at best 150.
Well,
170.
for this year, we're already at 157 for work comp.
And that's where we're gonna stay. We're
Yeah.
not, it's not gonna go up anymore.
Okay, so do you want me to reduce that to 1?
So say 175,
Okay.
but it's not even gonna get there.
Okay. I'll use 900.
What's that?
And we'll be lonely paying for air.
Only if you breathe.
Computer hardware,
Do they need a new computer?
We're close to
I don't know.
that.
No.
We're close to Canada.
I'm not-
I would lower that because they just got new laptops for scanner. I mean, maybe a printer.
What would you-
I would lower it to 500. I don't know what computer hardware. that-
Can you just make a note on there to ask her?
I have
I
a
did-
question mark.
Okay, because I don't have it on paper
Yep.
here.
I'll ask.
Office supplies, they're already at 969 for the year, so she's got 1,100 in here. We're good with that?
What'd you make the computer hardware?
500,
Five.
and then we'll ask Laura if there was a reason. That was just padding.
Would she leave us? When she leaves?
Yeah.
Shannon might know.
Postage,
I'll say it again, like I've said for the last couple of years, I think we're missing the boat on on the postage. I don't understand why we don't get somebody to come and talk to us about, bulk mail. Everybody that I've spoken to is at the post office is like way cheaper. Cause we already bundle it all anyway, right? When we take it down to the post office, we take them in those like gray tubs or whatever.
the water, but.
I know, I
don't know
can't do
who's-
bulk mail for election mail. And that's like what I probably don't mail out much as clerk's office. So I know my stuff can't be done. bulk.
Is this all the tax bills though?
But
That can't be.
this is the tax bills and any bills that Laura mails out with checks.
So like when the assessing things and when they ratchet up the price of my house, it's.
That
does
comes
come out?
directly from Alan,
That's what I thought.
and then
So
he
it's part of
charges,
his-
then he charges us postage.
And he sends it out. I wonder if I think he sends that stuff out, Paul.
I'm sure, I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
So that
It would
might-
be tax bills would be the big thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think we're missing an opportunity there. But,
And water bills.
yeah, I think we're missing an opportunity.
So water bills, who licks the envelopes?
We got the sealer fixed.
Well, you got a liquor?
Yeah, yes.
When it goes through the postage meter.
Yeah, it goes to the postage meter.
Leave in a pot.
Okay, professional contractual, where are we? Professional, 15,000 for postage, professional contractual, 2,000. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think that a new treasurer might have more questions for the auditors.
Do
and
you,
stuff.
is that one that you balance out? Like, we're at $0. Is it just because,
Cause Laura probably hasn't called them and I haven't gotten a bill from them that says
wouldn't last year's audit be on this?
that the whole audit gets
Separate
to the board
for
of
the board of
trustees.
trustees? Okay.
Cause the
Thanks.
board of trustees is required for that, to do
Okay.
that.
Transportation and travel.
Sure, we
Raise
got,
that.
it seems like 1,800 seems like a lot.
Oh,
She's
she
maybe
raised it.
taking into consideration though, trainings and
traveling,
things
okay.
for the new treasurer.
Well, based upon the past, it's a heck of a lot more.
Yeah, but I think you still have to increase schools and conventions and you have a new
For a new person.
treasurer, it's gonna
So do
cost
you want,
money.
are you good, we good with the 1,800 for travel?
Yeah,
I am.
Okay. And then the IT. Again, we're at almost 4,000 for the year. She's got 4,500.
yeah.
Okay. Landline.
Who's in membership?
1,700.
Jesus, why is that landline so high?
Dues and memberships, again, this has the MTA membership in there, so I can remove that.
But you'll leave part of that.
Yeah,
350?
I added $1,000 to it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why I did it in the proposed line, so I apologize for that, but I'm gonna take it back to 750. I don't know what her memberships cost. But what I was talking about the last board meeting when I was asking Tim, which he did say that we cannot have two deputy treasurers. my hope for that was if we found somebody before April 15th, we could send them to the MMTA training, which is the, I can't remember, but
Michigan
something,
Municipal Treasurers
yes,
Association.
that thing. And that's a $1,500 training spread out over 3 years. It's 1 week a year for 3 years. And it was recommended by the county clerk and by other clerks, treasurers, treasurers. And I was hopeful that maybe we could do that if we can get somebody in here by then. But they have to, I believe they have to be a deputy or a treasurer, so that would cause some other issues, but anyway.
Can we hire a part-time person, maybe being this person until it comes a point where they can become in the treasurer's office?
So I think
With
we
the union and
could,
everything.
I think we could, would it be a union conversation, hiring an additional person?
Well, we can hire somebody on a part-time basis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or a temporary basis.
They wouldn't be,
And
temporary
they would be
part-time.
that
They would not-
treasurer.
They wouldn't be in the union, yeah.
right, but the
They would
issue
not
with
be
that
part
would
of
be,
Hmm.
I can't have 2 deputies, and I believe this person has to be a deputy or a treasurer to go to this training. So that would come
I
into,
haven't called to find out for sure. We had somebody who was lined up to be
Yeah.
the treasurer.
Yeah, and
If they would allow it.
yeah, that's something that I would suggest Laura call them and see. Okay. So we're at 55,694 right now for data processing software. We've got 8,000 in here.
What'd
It
you do
seems
with
like
dues and
8,000 is a
membership?
lot.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Did you leave dues and membership the way it is?
I took it down to 750.
750.
So data processing.
You think 7,000?
500.
Yeah, because we're only at 5,664.
There's nothing,
To get to 6,000 then?
there's nothing that has to get paid that.
I am not aware of anything.
Schools and conventions, so
I'd up that to at least 2,000.
I think so. Well,
Data processing went to what, 6?
yes.
Schools and conventions.
Schools
up
and
to five.
conventions up
prices
to
down.
2,000.
Yeah,
And the liability again, so she's got 1,200 in here. I don't know how to break that apart, so we're at 800.
I'd leave it at 800, but equipment and furniture, 1857, that's like quite an exact amount.
Yeah, that's like the same amount it's been for,
Yeah,
I don't,
I think you and I had like 500 in ours.
I have purchased everything from my office out of my own pocket, so I don't
So
know.
I would put 500 in there.
for
Equipment and
furniture.
Yeah.
Principal payments, lease, interest payments.
That-
I don't know.
what is
this
that?
That has to do
Printers?
with the postage meter lease, it's
Okay.
new accounting procedures, so I would put those numbers just as she has them in
Okay.
there.
Does that
Good.
not have to go to my office or your office?
The auditors said we could just use it, whoever uses the
The
postage
most.
meter the most,
Okay.
and
So that number should be pretty static then,
yes.
Yeah, and I put 1909 and
was-
1556.
because it was 1576.
Well, that was a partial year.
Oh, okay.
So we get soft there tomorrow.
Do you wanna
What's
do
the,
assessor?
what's the interest
Or do you
payment?
wanna
rate?
stop? You were,
What's that?
What's the interest on so you got a
Solid,
payment, you
right?
got a, so you,
so now leases, it used to be like you just write off the whole lease payment.
yeah,
And now the new standards of auditing is it has to be broken down by the value principal of the product you're leasing, and then the rest is considered interest.
wow, that's an expensive stamp machine.
Oh, it's cheaper than the last one we had from Pitney Bowes.
Really?
Yeah,
Penny Bowes is terrible.
Yeah, see, it was like 6,000 or something, wasn't it, the last one?
yeah, it was,
It was way up there.
Well, I don't know, but this one is finally working, which hasn't been working correctly for probably since as long as I've been here. But Angela just sent through.
but
go
you're
through there
talking
and
about
actually
the
post-
folder.
No, I'm talking about the postage machine. So it hasn't been, remember, it's not been sealing. The water customers are complaining that their mail is coming to them unsealed. So she just ran through 75 on Friday and they all sealed very, like, great, better than I've ever seen. Usually it's like a quarter of an inch in the center of the envelope that's sealed, but this
Right.
sealed it all the way across.
When the guy was here, he said that no one ever called about the ceiling. That it wasn't ceiling, they were never made aware of it,
Okay.
that we only called about the folding machine.
I'm pretty sure he was the one who recommended
Yeah.
that we were possibly not putting the right thing in it. But I don't know, that's fine. Okay, are we gonna go down to,
Well, it's relatively brief.
Let's go assessor, it's a short.
All right.
I personally only had two questions. I wondered, is the 260,000 based upon the number of parcels that he?
Yes,
And so that's just a
we pay
factor.
10,000 a month, plus then we pay so much per parcel that they inspect every year.
so it was 220,000, 225,000. I'm sorry. I added an additional $40,000 to this because the assessor contacted me, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and told me that we had a property that was appealing, and it appealed last year at the Board of Review, and it was turned down, and they were appealing to the tax tribunal now.
Large corporation.
So, yes, so the additional cost, I got these numbers from him. To go to the tax tribunal was gonna be about $40,000. For assessing and, what's the word? The commercial appraisal. For the property, so this can come out of here. Along with this $20,000 in legal,
That's
that
what's-
was, right, and that's exactly what that was for. Though I will tell you that he told me last year and this year that we should be budgeting. If we don't budget it, we at least need to know that there's a potential for one case to be around $40,000 to $60,000, and it depends mostly on how much that commercial appraisal would cost. But he did also tell me that he believes that's resolved, and so we don't have to do that now,
So
but
you're gonna bring that back down to 225?
yeah,
225?
225. Though,
In.
We
Because
left the
you're,
legal.
because you're not sure whether or not, it sounds like you're pretty sure that it's gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to happen. What did I have? Is that 260?
You had it at 260.
So does that mean the 20,000 goes to zero?
Yeah, no, it won't go to zero, but it'll go to,
Go to $1,000
we had
or something?
500 in there previously.
So I was wondering on this one, why you got rid of internet, telephone and data processing for them. You have them at 0.
I think again, I just didn't have this filled in all the way because I wasn't sure. Did they,
We split the internet with them,
okay, even though we don't have that computer back there anymore?
but they still need the internet for people to go in and check their
Okay,
stuff online.
okay,
And data processing, we're still paying for the
BSNA.
BSNA software.
okay, and the landline as
And the
well?
landline, we still can use the land phone to
Okay, so
directly.
So you leave them you're gonna leave them as they were on the 25, 26?
I think so, yes.
I would do data processing, maybe 7,500.
Okay,
7,500.
yeah.
Well, that brought that one down.
So you have data
Yeah.
data processing software, but we don't have hardware. Because it's their own
Because
stuff.
they're just
but-
on the server now,
Right,
right?
so,
and
yeah.
So
so
then they're just
previously-
tapping into BSNA, so they're just getting their proportion of whatever.
Right. We still have to pay for the BSNA assessing module,
Mhm.
and that's what that is.
And so within that.
And they're
contract-
supposed to be downloading the information to it.
Okay, so within that contract that we have with them, there's. Are there anything we're missing in the contract that would?
Which contract are you talking about, BSNA or?
No,
or-
I'm sorry, the assessor with Bert, because I assume they have BSNA as well. I assume.
Correct, yes.
And so, I wonder if there's anything in that contract that if we're being double dipped, or have we reviewed that to make sure that that's not, that out of the 225,000, that there's not some allocation for software, or is this just professional services and it's nothing?
This
to
is
do-
just his professional services.
Well, this also has that money to the county, correct? The professional contractual?
Yeah, that's at 15,000.
Yes.
We that the county does to do our tax
Right.
bills twice a year.
And this is something that I think was talked about before I came here, and we mentioned it last year as well. That is something that is my statutory duty that I can take on. However, I will need help from the treasurer's office to make that happen. In which case, we would no longer be paying the county $15,000. So just keep that in mind. I am more than happy to do it. I've talked to the assessor about the process. He told me that he'll walk me through it so I can do it.
And I know the city does it themselves, and I've talked to Anna. and
Yes, yep. There's no, I mean,
There was-
according to the assessor, in his opinion, it can and should be done in-house. There's no reason that we need to outsource it. The question right now, though, would be whether or not our equipment will cooperate to do that.
Our equipment for folding and stuffing is not meant for
It's-
major 7,000
Right.
envelopes at
But
a
it's
time.
also one of those things that if we spend $15,000.
And get the right equipment.
And
Right.
if we have to buy something once,
We're gonna make it up in a
Yeah.
year.
I mean, if
probably.
you look at the money that we spent the 1 month to send the water bills through Allegra, right?
Yeah,
That was only like $250 to send
a bunch.
over 3,000. So I'm guessing maybe $500 to $600 per cycle. So that's still only $1,200 to $1,500.
there's also the option of sending the file to there's different companies
Yeah.
that will print and send out our tax bills.
We looked at.
For, we'll
We
do it for less than what the postage costs us.
Yeah,
So going through the county is probably not our best bet.
Yeah, it seems to me, and we've talked about this over the years, and for whatever reason, we just keep sort of falling back to the county.
Well,
So we don't have to do that. I'm just saying.
No, listen, if you can do that for less and do the same thing, I don't know why we're not looking at something like that.
the treasurer and the supervisor have to work together on it,
Yeah.
for
Correct.
sure.
So for right now, I'll leave that in there, but that's certainly would reduce that budget, the professional contractual budget down a little bit more. This, I'm not, with this payments to other government,
This is fairly new. I know that the auditors started it last year with Laura.
okay, so I should
Leave it
leave it,
It's fine to stop.
okay,
for before elections
but why is this a negative?
because we didn't budget anything in it.
Oh,
last
I
year.
see, okay, thank you. So 3,100. If you don't wanna go
What is
through
that
elections.
payment for a trailer?
What? It started at $3, I think, for a trailer.
What is it? What trailer? What's it?
A trailer at every one of the trailer parks. I don't do revenue, you guys.
That should change. Removing that $60,000 should be helpful to the budget.
Well,
What you were
it's
looking at.
helpful by 35,000, well, by more than that, because there's 30, 40, about 50,000.
Well, the general
Um,
fund doesn't look like it's over budget right now.
There's still some adjustments.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, right, but so far.
We also have several pages to go.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the other, I mean,
Some of these other ones are pretty
the
straightforward.
rest of it's pretty.
Yeah,
easy.
I mean, for example.
I mean, like on these, I
See,
know
we
I'm
don't
gonna
have
have you
anything.
lower them because they're too high compared to what you put for revenue. They should only be 80% of what the
Yeah.
revenue is.
Well, and that's
So
what I
those are
said,
lower.
right, and that's what I said, when I was doing this, I was throwing some numbers in there and I knew it
So
wasn't.
there's 7,000 right there we're gonna get back. Oh, but you did forget North Central Flores. There's 47,000 we're gonna have to put in. So,
I know.
yeah. We'll just wait till we get through it all. Are we gonna do another one or are we done? I'm starting to get hangry. Just so you guys know, I'm getting hangry.
Yeah, I think we call
Okay.
Okay.
I had a sandwich.
I had a protein shake. That's all I've had today. So tomorrow.
This is a
at
second. Can
one.
we follow the agenda?
Yeah, but
This is the second opportunity for public comment. If there's anybody online with public comment, which there's not. If there's anybody in the audience with public comment, please approach the podium. Seeing none, second opportunity for public comment is closed. This is now open for any discussion For the good of the township from the board?
Good enough.
Okay. Next meeting is tomorrow at
Oh, I'm sorry.
one.
Before you go, you said earlier about talking a little bit about, the fire department, and I said can't because it's not on the agenda. Is that something you want to put on?
I don't, but I feel like if everybody wants to talk about it right now,
But I would rather, I'd rather.
I'd rather wait until I can give you guys answers to the questions that I know you're gonna have.
I-
That's why I'm saying
I agree.
no.
Like you brought it up and I figured.
I didn't bring it up.
I mean, I brought it up in my head.
Russ brought it up
I
at the
think I
table.
brought it.
Okay, is if there's,
I would like it brought up and talked about sooner.
I'm happy
because
to bring it up, but
I just know there's gonna be, we're still gonna
Yes.
have questions that you probably can't answer and that you're gonna have to
Okay,
go back.
then we
and
can
get-
add it
so-
to the agenda, but I
Probably
just
for Friday.
am saying I want to add it with you guys knowing that I will not have answers to a lot of the questions.
Right,
I'll
but
do
that's
the best I
fine,
can,
because
but I
then
won't
you'll
have
know all of
answers.
our questions.
Sure, yes,
That-
that is great. So let's add it to the agenda for tomorrow, since the chief will still be here.
Can we be 18 hours? Is that enough time?
Yeah, it's, what time's our meeting? 1
Not
o'clock?
until 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, so I've got till 5
Okay,
o'clock.
so
to get
let's
it
add that
posted.
to the agenda.
You get till 5 o'clock to what?
Get it posted.
I may not be here tomorrow, but.
If you have questions, you can let me know.
How dare you?
I forgot about that, I'm sorry. Are you here tomorrow?
We're going over elections. and you're not gonna
Yes,
do
I'm
it?
here tomorrow. but
I'm
yeah,
pretty
we
sure
do.
it's fine.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it at the beginning of the meeting then, put that for
You
the
find out what
agenda.
new
I
electrical
gotta leave,
equipment's gonna
by
get.
Here, here, everybody,
Yeah, you
any,
got it.
any other discussion?
Yeah.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Or
All those in favor of adjourning at 2:13, please signify by saying aye.
I.
Oppose the same, meeting adjourned 2:13.